We are tonight's entertainment.
What the fuck is this, Chet?
This is a tasty burger.
Were you rushing or were you dragging?
You like Huey Lewis in the news?
Is this your homework, Larry? Why just did you?
Welcome back
To the film
to the Film Scoop.
It's been a minute. We're going to jump right into the watch list here.
Yeah, we missed last week. Sorry about that. Sometimes that's just the way the cookie crumble, you know?
Sometimes life just finds a way.
It's almost like the earth just opened up and swallowed him. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, it's the fucking American Psycho.
Yeah.
When he's questioning him.
Yeah.
Huey Lewis in the news. That's my only Willem Dafoe impression.
I've actually been kind of working on a Willem impression.
Dude, he's hard.
He's really hard.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to unveil it yet. But
The
it's in the
easiest
process.
You know what's an easy hack is to just go Green Goblin Willem,
Yeah.
and then like accentuate everything.
Yeah,
Like-
you say it very crackly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But just like Willem being Willem, tough.
It's very tough, yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, there's this tweet that's really funny, and it was from an interview of Willem Dafoe, and it's a picture of Willem Dafoe like looking all majestic.
Yeah.
And then it's like it says Willem Dafoe recently discovered that he's unique looking. And then it has a quote, and it's like he said, "Yeah, I was on the train, and then I heard this guy say, 'It's got to be him. No one looks like that motherfucker.'" And then he said, "And that's when I knew."
It all came crashing down on him. Holy shit.
It took that for him to realize
That
that
he has 64 extra bones in his face.
that he looks like the rat from Flushed Away.
God.
That's my guy right there. But yeah, we're back, and we're just gonna have a pretty chill episode, catch up, talk about the watch list.
Nope.
That's pretty much it. It's January, so there's nothing coming out, nothing to really like talk about. But we haven't recorded in 2 weeks, so I have a pretty hefty, like my watch list has some girth to it.
Yeah, dude, I just now gave mine the old glance, and there's stuff on there that I was like, I've already talked about this. And then it's dawning on me that, like,
Yeah.
no, it's just been like a
I think
long time.
you'll be surprised by my watch list's girth and tonnage.
What's your number? What are you at? I don't mean to jump the gun, but
19, including one of them is a show. So,
yeah, I gotta tell you,
dude, I went back on
that'll
my
put
watch
some
list.
hair on your chest,
Yeah.
dude. What the
I looked at my watch list and I was like, all right, so probably talk about these 7. And then I kept going and I was like, wait, I haven't talked about any of this?
You went, holy fuck.
Yeah. That's nuts.
Sorry, this is I kind of like weeks like this when we just kind of do our own thing, and then we have like we kind of beef up what we talk about a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's hard to talk about movies in depth because, like, I don't know if you'd be interested in watching it, but you know, we can at least give it some airtime.
Yeah. What's funny is when I listen to podcasts, people talking about their watch list is like my favorite thing. That's what I like hearing about.
Yeah.
And that's what I enjoy talking about the most is what I've watched. But when I watched movie podcasts, they try to get through it as quick as they can.
They just like look it off.
Some people would just be like, yeah, I watch this, I checked out a few shows. You're not even saying what they are.
Yeah.
Like, you're just saying, like, like, I want you to give me your opinion on, like, everything you watched.
Yeah.
And, like, talk about it for a few minutes, not just skip by it. So I guess it's just a personal preference thing. Because that's... And there's also, like, I watch a podcast, and it's 3 guys, and when it's, like, Christmas or when it's one of their birthdays, they'll open gifts. And they try to, like, do it pretty quick and get it over with so they can talk about a movie.
Yeah.
And it's like, no, like, this is awesome.
Yeah. What's in your
that's
hand right
super
now?
fun.
Yeah.
Like, I want to see you open gifts. So I guess I like weird shit. Like, I get fascinated with just hearing people talk about what they've watched rather than like the actual movie that you clicked on the episode
Yeah,
for.
no, that's normal. I mean, it depends. I think it depends on the movie for me. Like if they're talking about like Dune 2 or something, I'm like, all right, let's get to Dune 2. Mm-hmm. But like a week month,
Yeah.
I'm like, what do you have in store? Yeah. I'm always looking for new shit.
Search Dune on TikTok. Quick update before we get into trivia. You have trivia planned, right?
Yes.
I finished the Odyssey.
Ooh, haven't even started mine.
I know. Not the biggest reader.
I haven't even cracked it open.
Yeah.
And the crazy part is I just got another book too.
I bet you did. You're a
I
big
haven't touched it.
fan of buying books, but not reading them.
No, dude, I get to them. I get around to it too. I am, full disclosure, I'm not going to read the likelihood of me reading American Prometheus is very, very small.
I got you that knowing you probably wouldn't read it.
But it's just the
I just think it's
coolest
a cool thing to
yeah,
have
it's just
on
the
the
coolest
shelf.
thing to just be like, I have that, and then I have like Hiroshima like right next to it.
Yeah.
I was like, hell yeah.
Yeah, American Prometheus would be really hard for me to read. Because
Yeah.
it's not, like... It was a little hard to follow all the characters and storylines, like, in the movie. And, like, an expertly crafted film. So,
Yeah.
like, reading a book of it...
Tough. It's like the Canterbury
Not good.
Tales. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck's... I don't even
Yeah.
know what you're talking about anymore.
Yeah, so I finished the Odyssey. And it was pretty good. It's sometimes not the most fun time reading, like, really old books. Because they just... I mean, they adapt it to, like, modern language, so they're not saying, like, hitherto and all the Shakespeare shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's pretty normal language. It's just old. Like, it's not modern at all. I don't know how to really describe it, but it's just not the most fun thing to read sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
But there were some chapters that were riveting. There were some chapters where I was like, oh, shit, this is awesome. But a lot of it's just... Dude, there's so many name drops of gods and like places that just aren't important at all. They'll say, and it's sort of like the Stephen King thing I talk about, where Stephen King will like ramble on for pages about a main character's neighbor's sister's cousin's doctor,
Yeah.
like shit that doesn't matter because he's trying to like add detail to make it you feel like you're more into the story, but
Yeah,
it's not stuff you need to know. And fucking the Odyssey's just like that, dude. It'll be like, and fucking Trimesius, the god of fucking toothpaste, went on the trek to Ogyro with Tremides and like all this just shit that you don't need to know at all.
Yeah.
And it can be confusing, but I liked it.
How stoked did it get you on Nolan's movie?
It didn't get me more or less stoked.
You were already peak stoked?
Yeah, I was already really excited to see him tackle like science fiction and like fantasy and mythology, and
Yeah.
I'm still excited. I guess I thought it would be a little more crazy than it was, honestly.
No,
The book.
I mean, I don't know a ton about it, but I thought it, based on the little bit that I know, it seemed like it would be a crazy book.
I guess I assumed there would be more like big monsters than there were.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good. And then I started this morning on the Mistborn series,
Ooh.
which
I never heard of that.
is really good so far. I read like 4 chapters today, and wow,
Holy cow.
that's something. I'll have to give an update once I finish it, but really good so far. You ready to get into trivia?
Yes, sir.
All right. My trivia is all, except for one, all Star Wars themed. Because, spoiler alert,
I know what you did.
I went on a Star Wars run this week. Got up to some shenanigans, you know?
You're going to have to explain yourself to me and the people.
Well, we shall double our efforts. Do you know what that is?
Fuck just happened?
It's from Return of the Jedi.
What did they do to my boy?
It's from Return of the Jedi when Darth Vader, he's like threatening one of his his men, and he's like, the Emperor is dissatisfied with your tempo of production, and then the guy goes, "We shall double our efforts." He says it so weird. He like fucking says it like Busta Rhymes. Like it's so fucking weird.
There's some crazy shit in the Star Wars movies, dude. Just like the most bizarre stuff.
Yeah,
ever.
we'll get into it. I have quite a lot on my watch list, but I was having a hard time thinking of trivia, so I was like, I just watched these, so I should be able to think of some stuff. Who killed Jabba the Hutt in Return of the Jedi?
Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's my Jabba the
Someone
Hutt.
shoots him. Leia.
It is Leia.
Yep.
She doesn't shoot him.
No. Once I said that, I was like picturing the sequence. I think she chokes him with the chain that she's chained up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They kind of dicked him.
Yeah.
Like they kept referencing Jabba the Hutt in like every movie, and then they finally like use him in the third one, and then he gets pieced by a woman.
Yeah. They do that with everybody, dude. Even Boba Fett, like this legendary.
But they never
bounty hunter.
build up Boba Fett. He just shows up.
Maybe I was wrong then. I thought I remember there being like some gravity behind Boba Fett.
Dude, I'm surprised, like watching the movies again, I'm surprised how popular of a character Boba Fett is, because he's in an Empire for like a minute, and like no one even says his name. He's just a henchman for Darth Vader, and then he's in Return of the Jedi for like 2 minutes and then dies in the pussiest way.
Yeah.
He dies, and Luke accidentally, or Han Solo accidentally like kicks him, like he like turns,
He bumps
and like
into
knocks him off,
Yeah.
and he falls into the Sarlacc pit and dies. This is a badass. He has a jetpack. Why didn't he use it when he was falling into the Sarlacc pit? Is he stupid?
Too old, dude.
Is he dumb?
Can't.
Does he have shit for brains?
Dude. Remind me of that again. I've got something to
Okay.
say about shit for brains.
All right. But yeah, they didn't really build up Boba Fett at all, but they referenced Jabba in every movie, and then they just cocked him.
Yeah.
But, it's just the way the cookie crumble. On what planet does Empire Strikes Back begin?
No clue.
Snow.
Naboo?
No.
I don't remember all the planet names. I know Naboo.
I'm not good at planet
Coruscant.
names either, but this one I always remember. He's on the Tauntauns.
Yeah. Stone Cold Steve Coldstone?
Yep.
No, I don't know.
Your Tauntaun will freeze before you even make it there. Then I'll see you in hell.
Yeah, dude, I remember that line for sure.
It's Hoth.
Hoth.
Yep.
It's the opposite of what you would think it is.
Yeah. It's like hot,
But not.
but with an H,
yeah.
and it's cold.
Yeah, they're really throwing you through a loop for that one.
Name 3 cast members from Rogue One.
From Rogue One, their character names?
No, cast members. 3 people in
Donnie
said
Yen is in
film.
it.
He is. I didn't
Donnie
think
Yen.
you'd pull him, but yeah.
He's like the only
Also,
person I know.
blind again.
Yeah. Dude,
Why is he blind in every movie?
Because he's fucking cool, dude. He's the coolest guy ever. You need to watch Hitman bad.
Yeah, I do.
I've got the set. Anytime you need Papa to come through.
All right.
Pop it in. So Donnie Yen. Rogue One. Is it's gonna make me sound stupid, but I kind of get Rogue One mixed up with the sequels. What's his fucking name? Is it Dominic? Dominic Gleeson?
He's not in it.
He's not in it. He's in the newer ones.
Domal, and
Domal?
yeah, he's in the sequels.
Okay. Shit, Donnie Yen might be all I got then.
I will say these aren't like no names. Like there's a lot of top people, top men.
Is Carrie Fisher in it?
No. I think her AI recreation's in it for one shot at the end, but
It's fucked up.
yeah.
I don't think I know any of the others. It's been a really long time since I've seen Rogue One. I've seen it once, actually.
I got one hint for you.
Hit me.
Good day there, boys. Trying to build me a Death Star, mate.
Ben Mendelsohn.
I've been talking to the cops, have you, mate? Yeah, Ben Mendelsohn.
Trying to build me a Star Wars.
A couple other ones. Mad Mikkelsen.
I do not remember him being in... Oh!
He's her dad.
I don't remember that at all.
Yeah.
I
He
think
builds the Death Star.
Yeah. The other person I was going to say was fucking Brianna Tarth, because I think she's that silver stormtrooper, but I think
That's the sequels.
That's the sequels, yeah.
I don't think you've seen Rogue One.
No, I have.
Every
It's
person you're
it's been
naming is just
it's
in
been
the
a
sequels.
really long time.
Riz Ahmed. Is in
Oh,
it.
that yeah, okay, yeah. I do
Forrest
remember
Whitaker.
something. Forrest Whitaker too, yeah.
Yeah.
I should have
time.
gotten that.
Last one, non-Star Wars. I teased it last episode.
Hit me with it.
What is Ricky Stenicki's stage name?
I totally forgot you said you were gonna make that your thing.
Yeah.
It's
Splooge out my penis.
oh god, it's like hard something, hardcore. Hardcore Hank or something, or
It's pretty close.
Is it hardcore something?
No, but it's close to that.
Is it hard something?
Hard's in it.
Hard. Rock hard Ronnie.
So close.
Oh no!
Rock hard rod.
Oh God Almighty!
Yeah.
I knew it was something like that. Rock hard rod.
Yeah.
Good trivia, dude.
Thanks, man.
You
Appreciate
got
it.
any more?
Nope.
All right. My trivia. I feel like I did pretty good on the trivia. It's my review that's probably not the best. I was
Okay.
having a hard time. In RRR, what does the white guy ask? Like, what are the dances that the white guy asks Beam if he can do, and then like
Flamenco.
performs? He does 3 of them.
Oh, flamenco.
Flamenco.
It's flamenco 3 times.
You're right.
Salsa.
No, but kind of close. I think this is maybe not Hispanic. It might be Italian.
I don't know.
It's tango and swing.
I only remember flamenco.
I remember
That's because
swing
I had
he
never
puts
heard
his foot in his
flamenco
face.
until RRR. So now
Yeah.
I think of it every time. And he pronounces the co.
Yeah.
Like very, very intentional.
Not to mention, it's supposed to be like a dig on Beam, but it's the gayest thing you've ever
Yeah.
seen. He's got his hands on his hips. He's like, flamenco.
Yeah.
All right. Guess the movie by the quote.
Okay.
I'm not putting my donkey outside when I'm sad.
Banshees.
There you go. I'm not putting my donkey outside when I'm sad, okay?
There
Right.
goes that dream.
Because that dream. Guess the movie by the cast.
All right.
Kyle Chandler, Matthew Broderick, Casey Affleck.
Manchester.
Hell yeah, dude.
Think you can get me on some Manchester?
I thought about leaving Casey off and doing someone else, but I was like, I don't want to throw you completely to the bushes because I forgot Matthew Broderick was even in it.
Yeah, he's the stepdad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know what it is. Like, he's always playing a dick.
He just got one of those faces that you just want to fucking
You just wanna
wail
hit.
on, dude.
Yeah, you just want to fucking
You just want to get in
go
there.
the old what for.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. All your trivia?
Yes, sir.
All right. Time to get into the real reveal. You go first.
Me first? All right, go ahead.
Not what I meant.
I know what you mean. I'm going to go with... Give me number of words in the title and genre. I'll stick with my tried and true.
Words in the title is 2. Genre, action, thriller, crime, drama.
Action, thriller, crime, drama. 2 words.
I believe you're going to need more than that.
Yeah. Just rolling through some stuff in my head. Give me... I'm so bad with years. And I probably don't have it logged. Give me a year.
2007.
2007. Early 2000s. 2 words. I've got a guess. But it could not be 2007. And it could also cost me 5 points. Is it Death Sentence?
It is Death Sentence.
Oh my god!
How
Hell
the
yeah,
fuck
dude.
did you know that?
I fucking came to collect today, dude.
Peeped my notes.
Came to
That's
collect,
what you
dude.
did.
You put it in your notes?
You infiltrated. How else would I keep?
I don't know. You always make fun of me for using notes. I just figured you didn't use notes.
How else would I do real review?
I don't know, dude. I'm not good at technology. I just know that you make fun of me.
What am I gonna do? Real reveal? Fucking prepare real reveal on Letterboxd?
Fucking, I don't know. I don't know what you have on that thing, dude.
Yes, I use notes.
Okay. Well, I just fucking crushed you, dude.
That was pretty awesome.
That was nice.
That
I'll
was
be honest with you.
pretty cool.
Death Sentence came to my mind before I guessed year, but I was like, it's way too crazy that it would be Death Sentence. There's no way.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. Give me... Damn, what did you get? I would normally go just lead actor, but
Yeah, what is my score?
you got 23.
23.
So I can't do that.
I'll give you the easier of the two.
No, I don't want any hints.
They're both pretty easy.
Give me second build actor.
Jeff Bridges.
Okay. I was in Tron, man. Damn. 2 points. There's nothing that's 2 points. Oh, okay. Fuck me.
Listen, if you just think about this, I guarantee you'll get it off with just this one.
Jeff Bridges was in The Big Lebowski, but in that he would be first.
Correct.
Tron Legacy, he'd probably be second. Could be first. Don't know. He's in True Grit. Haven't seen that.
So good.
He's in Hell or High Water. I don't think he'd be first or second. I think he'd probably be third.
I believe that's the case. You said it goes by lines, right?
I think it goes by payment.
Okay.
I think that's why it's called top billing. But I'm just gonna say Tron Legacy.
It's not Tron Legacy.
That fucking sucks.
It's not Tron Legacy.
Is it Iron Man?
No.
What the fuck? I was in Tron, man. There's a beverage here.
Your Jeff Bridges is getting really good.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, it's pretty solid. Tony Stark built this in a cave
That's a good
with a bunch of scraps.
That's a good Iron Man Bridges
Yeah.
impression. Yeah, I don't think I can do that one as well.
You got to go deep for it.
Yeah. Bridges. Dude, what the
There's
hell?
another lower cost clue that you can rip off, and it would probably give it to you.
My rating?
5.
It can't be The Big Lebowski.
It's not
He'd
the,
be
It's not
first.
the Big Lebowski.
Okay. I have another. Oh! It Surf's Up.
It Surfs Up. Yeah, dude.
What
I thought
the
you would be
hell?
true to yourself and rip it off like immediately.
My mind doesn't think about animation.
That's why I try to trick you with that.
Damn it.
Yeah, it's really hard when you do animation.
You fooled me.
I did. All right.
Fuck.
I thought I would. I did not think I would get death sentence that fast. That was
Yeah.
crazy.
You pull fucking death sentence, and I can't even get Surf's Up.
Yeah.
That's phony.
You look like a fool.
I look like a phony. That's what I look like. All right, you can guess.
All right. We'll just keep it fucking rolling. Give me your number of words in the title and the genre.
Words in the title is 2, genres comedy.
There's a lot of 2-word comedies. Not many that you would pick, though.
No. You don't know what I'd pick. You have no idea what I'm capable of.
Do I have a rating?
What do you think?
No. I'm starting to think you don't even check anymore.
I do.
I don't have a rating.
There's certain things I don't even look up though, because I know you won't guess them. I'm not going to waste my time because you've never guessed them once, and I'm not going to waste my time. No, you don't have a rating.
Give me the year.
2010.
God. $2010. I don't remember when Superbad came out. I feel like it was...
Superbad's 2 words.
Yeah. It's not? Oh, I thought it was broken up in the title. It's not any of the... My mind also went to Central Intelligence, but I feel like that's way later. I thought that was like 2016.
Maybe.
No, dude, the Kevin Hart, Dwayne Johnson combo hasn't been going for that long.
Maybe it
Don't
has.
fool me.
Maybe Rock has been changing the hierarchy of the comedy universe since 2010.
Step Brothers is 1 word. Give me second build.
Said Step Brothers is 1 word.
Yeah, I think on the title it is.
No.
No?
What?
I thought it was all
Why
one
would
word on the
Step
title.
Brothers be 1 word?
I thought it was like on the screen.
No.
It might be Step
2
Brothers. then.
words.
Is it Step Brothers?
It's not Step Brothers. My mind was blown that you said Step Brothers was 1 word.
I thought it was 1 word on the thing. Give me second build.
Oh, you made a good call going with second over first.
Good.
Robert Downey Jr.
RDJ. It's obviously Sherlock Holmes. It's Tropic Thunder.
No. It's obviously Chaplin.
It's not Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. RDJ in a comedy. What the heck? The only thing I can think of is Tropic Thunder for comedies.
Maybe you're fraudulent.
Could be.
To all you phonies.
2010 comedy. Robert Downey is a second.
Yep.
Picturing him with his dark eyelashes running around. Ugh. I feel like I know this movie. Oh. He's like mean in the movie, right?
Maybe.
Dude, this is gonna drive me crazy. Oh, he's like a bully. Shit, I don't know. I can't think of the name of the movie. No, I think that'd be younger than 2010. I might be completely off. I'm second guessing myself now. I don't know. Give me. I don't have it rated. I don't have much else I can grab onto. Give me third build actor then.
Michelle Monaghan.
No idea. Give me first build actor.
Zach Galifianakis.
Due date.
Yep.
Damn it. I forgot that movie
a while.
existed.
Took a while on that one, friend.
All right. Let's start ripping stuff off on yours.
Give me first build.
Blue Hunt.
Fucking pardon me?
You heard me, dude. Blue Hunt.
Blue Hunt.
Yeah.
The first build actor is Blue
First
Hunt.
actor is Blue Hunt. That's
Are you done jacking me off?
That's the fella's name, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
What the fuck?
Blue's getting it done, dude.
Well, if the first build actor is fucking Blue Hunt, God forbid I ask for the second build actor. Who's the director? Jesus Christ.
Josh Boone.
Fucking Josh Boone and Blue Hunt.
That puts you at 50.
I know what it puts me at. I'm probably gonna get fucking 200.
No, dude, you got this.
If all these answers are Blue
No,
Hunt.
I'm telling you, dude, you got this. You got plenty of guesses left. You're gonna get this.
This is bullshit.
You're gonna get this fine, dude.
This is horseshit.
This is good. This is good for you.
This was your plan all along? First you give me the swimmers, then you give me Blue Hunt.
Dude, you know this one big time.
Fucking Blue Hunt. Fucking give me the second build actor.
Maisie Williams.
The New Mutants.
It is the New Mutants. I thought you would guess your letterbox score because it's a half star, and I feel like that would really
That wouldn't really helped.
You have a lot of half stars.
Well, no, but they're all bad. Like they all have shit people in them, like Blue Hunt. But
No,
Maisie
that one
Williams
had, like,
is in one movie.
Maisie Williams and Anya Taylor, and she was the third, and she's like a big time actress. Not many movies you have at a half star with Anya Taylor in it.
But Maisie Williams is legit, and I think that's the only movie she's ever been in.
I believe that's correct.
That helps a lot.
Yeah.
It really kind of dwindles down the options
Yeah,
when you pull Maisie Williams.
You really chisel it down.
Yeah.
You get to the root of things.
Yeah. I guess that's it for Real Review. I have a letterbox review. This is from Clownhead.
Awesome.
5 stars. Obi-Wan calling Vader Darth like it's his first name is the most fucking baller gauntlet slam of all time. Get on his level. What the fuck? It's funny because I picked that one because I just watched Star Wars, and I also thought it was really funny
Yeah.
when he called him Darth.
Yeah. It was supposed to be a big thing in Obi-Wan when he calls him Darth at the end. I was like, it just comes off so goofy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because he says something like, he's like, when we fought before, I was the learner. Now I am the master. And then he goes, Only a master of evil, Darth.
Like, you dumb bitch. Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah.
All right, my Letterbox review. See if you can guess the movie that it's from. Is from Annabelle, 5-star. Yes, I do know the Peter Panda dance by heart, and yes, I will teach it to you for the low cost of $4.99.
Peter Panda dance.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Come on, pal.
Peter Panda.
It's not Peter Panda.
You just said that.
Peter Panda is a fictional character in this actual movie.
I'm confirming that you said Peter
it is
Panda.
Peter Panda.
Peter Rabbit. Fucking Peter Pan.
Mark Sinclair movie.
The Pacifier.
Yes.
There you go.
That's what I'm talking about.
Peter
Now you're getting
Panda.
down to... Yeah.
That's it.
That's what it's all about,
Yeah,
dude.
hell yeah.
You thought it was about family? Nah, pal.
No, it's about Peter Panda.
It's about Peter Pan.
Fast and Furious is a spin-off of Peter Panda.
Yeah. That's all the mythology
Yeah.
of Peter Panda.
All right. The watch list. Finally starting up on this old watch list. It's like opening up War and Peace. You didn't like that joke, did you?
No.
Did you hear it?
It's like opening up War and Peace.
Yeah.
I thought you would just move on after you said it.
Didn't? No, I thought it was funny.
I mean, I'm sure someone...
You and your fucking glow-in-the-dark T-shirt.
I'm sure
You don't think it's,
I'm
you
sure-
don't think it's funny?
I'm sure someone laughed at it, dude.
All right. Moving on. I watched Ready Player One.
Ooh.
Feels like an eternity
Stinky.
ago, but I did watch Ready Player One. It was part of my Real Talk challenge.
Mm-hmm.
I think that one was pick a movie with a dinosaur in it. So there's like half a second of a dinosaur in Ready Player One. So
you really just say a movie with anything ever in it, and Ready Player One's probably
fits
got
that
it.
criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I actually had fun with it.
Really?
A lot of people shit on it, and I don't think it's the best thing ever. And I do think there's a lot of cameos and fan service, but I'm a fan, so service me.
Well, I don't mind cameos and fan service, but I just thought that from what I remember, I went into this, my sister told me it was the best movie she'd ever seen in her life.
See, that's part of the problem, is that people who don't watch movies, like very, very casual movie people, do think it's like the best thing ever.
Yeah, so I was like, obviously I know that her taste is not up to snuff. So I was like, she at least thinks it's good. So I'll go check it out. And I just remember the story just not being super cool.
I like the story.
Maybe I need to give it a rewatch with a fresh pair of eyes, but I just remember thinking, like, people talk about the book all the time. You know, this was supposed to be like a big movie. Maybe they tried to cram too much in, I don't know. But I just remember leaving the movie and just being, like, not thrilled.
I don't understand the hate with it. Like, I get not thinking it's amazing, but it's like a really solid, just fun, like, blockbuster.
It could be, like, just the novel effect of, like, it's not as good as the book. Because I think that was really popular at the time, Ready Player One.
I think it's people not liking all the references.
I don't know.
I think that's what it is.
I don't even remember
they
there
feel
being
like
a
it's
ton
not
of
original
references.
since it's just the whole movie is referencing other things. But it's like,
Yeah.
sure, that happens, but it's like it's also a movie that just kind of shows love towards pop culture. And like that's what I would do if I was in that guy's situation where I was like a genius that created this virtual world, and I mean, you know the story to Ready Player One, right? Like I would just make people study all the shit that I like and like try to find codes and like
they're trying to find like the Easter eggs and stuff.
Yeah. Like that's cool.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to look at it again.
Yeah, but it has fucking good day there, boys.
It does. So, it does have Ben in it.
That's big time.
Yeah, I think it's got Olivia Cook in it too.
It does.
So I think that's the first time I ever saw her.
Also has the Iron Giant.
I did. Yep.
and King Kong.
And Spartans from Halo.
Yep, it has that.
Yep.
It's pretty fun movie. I gave it a 3.5. Then I watched Jerry Maguire.
Now, how'd you like getting Tiny Tom, dude?
I liked it quite a good bit.
Oh yeah.
I liked Tom quite a good bit. I gave Jerry Maguire a 4. Very good.
Hell yeah.
It's very 90s in like the best way. It's a sports movie that's not about sports in the slightest. Which is like some of the best movies.
Yeah.
Like Warrior.
Yeah.
But Warrior's much more about sports than Jerry Maguire is.
What's the concept of Jerry Maguire?
Jerry Maguire is a sports agent he was a successful sports agent that had like 30, 40 clients and was like super busy and successful. And then he got really drunk and wrote a short book, like a 20-page book about basically he hated being he wrote about how he hated being an agent because it was so like soulless and transactional and there was no like real love or passion or anything in it. And then he got fired from his job for writing it because it went public, like what he wrote. Mm-hmm. So now he's struggling and he has no money and no job and like anything, but he has this like one player that stays loyal to him after everyone drops him. So he just like gets really close with this one player, and it's like it's mainly just about Jerry Maguire like as a person. It's not really too much about like the sport or the athlete, like because the athlete is like a pretty good wide receiver and wants to get paid, and he's trying to get Jerry Maguire to like get him a good contract. And because when he gets a good contract, Jerry Maguire gets a cut of it. So like they both need the good contract to happen. But like the movie's not really about that. That's just sort of like the
background noise.
Yeah, like sort of what's happening, but it's just a cute, sweet little movie.
Yeah.
And has a really good song in it by Bruce Springsteen.
Ooh.
That I've been listening to a lot, so I like that a decent amount. And then after I finished that, I was like, I need more Tom. I need more Tom.
Of course you do.
I wanted more 90s Tom, but there wasn't too much that I hadn't seen.
Yeah.
So I just watched War of the Worlds.
I am not sure if that's the Tom that you want.
It's not. Now that I've seen it,
yeah,
it was not the Tom that I wanted. It's like the most mid movie you'll ever watch.
Yeah.
Like it's not. There's nothing horrible about it. It's just so forgettable.
Yeah.
It's like The Mist if the acting was better and it's not like a comedy.
Yeah.
Like The Mist is so bad that it's funny and it's kind of fun to watch because you can laugh at it. But War of the Worlds like takes itself so seriously and the acting's a lot better.
Yeah.
So it's just kind of not fun.
Dude, when I first watched War of the Worlds, I thought it was so cool.
I bet the one from the 50s is cool. I watched one of the classic ones.
I would check it out again, but like watching that for the first time, I was like, this son is so stupid trying to run off. Yeah. And then like when he spits the pins out into his hand from getting sucked up into the asshole, I was like, oh, you bad motherfucker, dude. And Tim Robbins is in it for no reason.
He is, yeah.
For no fucking reason at all, dude.
Just being cool.
He's just living in his basement. Oh, God.
I love how Tim Robbins just got typecast as the weird guy.
Yeah.
Just show up in every movie and play the weird guy.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
After Mystic River, I mean, what do you expect?
Yeah. No going back from that.
Yeah, you're him.
Yeah. After that, I watched Pirates of the Caribbean Dead Man's Chest.
Wait. Did we talk about your Pirates? You started with Dead Man's Chest?
Well, I had already seen the first one.
Oh, okay.
So
I thought you were doing a fresh run through. Okay.
Well, I wanted to, and then I watched 40 minutes of the first one, and I was like, nah. I don't need this again. I'm going straight into 2.
Yeah. Don't need to tread that ground.
I just, not even like they're bad movies. they're just not really for me. Like they're just, I didn't grow up with them, and I just don't find them that interesting.
Yeah, that's fine.
I really like Hans's music, and I think Jack Sparrow was a great casting, and he's the most enjoyable part of the movies, obviously, but like the characters are just not like, I know it's sort of an unfair comparison, but when you think about like Lord of the Rings and you think about the characters in that, I get like really attached to the characters in Lord of the Rings and like care about them a lot, and they have these great arcs.
Can you truly say that?
Yeah.
Can you truly say you care about Pippin?
I didn't say every character. But most of the characters.
I'm messing with you.
No, but fuck Pippin. But
Yeah.
side point.
Mary and Pippin.
Yeah.
Eat
Take
a
their
dick,
second
dude.
breakfast and shove it up their ass.
Yeah.
But in Pirates of the Caribbean, I do not care about anybody. Like these main characters, played by Keira Knightley and Orlando Bloom, could not give a fuck
Yeah.
less about. And every movie, it's just like them trying to get back together. Like they get split up, and like
Yeah.
Orlando Bloom's stuck on some island. And they're like, we gotta go save him. We gotta
Yeah.
go save Will. It's like every movie's the same shit, and I had always seen the CGI for Davy Jones, and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I'm gonna watch that.
The design of him is really cool.
Yeah. And then the movie was just a letdown. He wasn't as cool as I thought he would be. He sounds weird. Like I thought they'd have a guy with a big deep voice that's like super intimidating, but no, that's not what they did. He kind of doesn't sound cool at all.
That's just your opinion.
It is my opinion,
I think I think he sounds cool.
and
But
I just
I-
didn't really like the story that movie had.
Yeah, Will Turner does like suck as a character.
Dude, all of them suck.
The first one, he is like he's like the moral compass to Jack Sparrow, so he kind of like I kind of get it. And Keira Knightley's character, I don't even remember her fucking name, but I do remember her being like kind of forced into this very specific lifestyle. She's trying to break free of that. But then the rest of the movies is just like they play it off as this romance between Will Turner and Keira Knightley's character. And then like the rest of the movies, they just fucking hate each other.
Dude, they hate each other in the third movie.
Yeah.
They don't even like. Jack Sparrow's the most interesting one, and he's the most fun to watch. But I still don't even care about him as a character. If he died, well, he dies in 2. He dies in 2, and then they bring him back in 3. Sorry, spoilers. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen it.
you're
But-
killing people, dude.
But they bring him back anyways. It doesn't fucking. It's like
It's one.
I was about to spoil something else and say like it's like this where this person dies.
Yeah.
Probably shouldn't do that. It was a
Yeah,
Game of Thrones thing. You probably know what I'm talking about if you've seen Game of Thrones.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, he died in 2, and I was like, all right. Like I just don't care about anything happening in these.
All right.
So yeah, I think they're really well directed and well made. I think Gore Verbinski's a god. They look amazing, but the stories and the characters, I'm a story and character guy.
Yeah.
Fucking we're Costco guys.
I will say some
And
of the
I just don't like the story and characters. So
yeah, some of the stunt work is really good too.
dude, there's a shot, I think it's in 2, where they're fighting on it's like Will and some other guy are fighting in the background while like Jack Sparrow's running away in the
Yeah.
foreground, and it's like they actually filmed, I assume they actually filmed it like that. And then there's the sequence with like the big tumbling wheel,
Yes,
and
dude.
it's like
Yeah, I
that
do remember
shit.
that.
I was like, holy shit,
Yeah,
that's
the-
amazing.
The stunt work is really awesome.
Yeah, there's some great action in it. And then the third movie, which I guess I haven't gotten to yet, but I guess I'll talk about them both. I don't really like either of them too much. I was too nice on my ratings, honestly. I gave them a high ratings because I thought they were really well made.
Yeah.
But
What'd
I
you give
just
them
didn't
threes?
enjoy too much. I think I gave 3. Well, let's see.
I thought you gave them all like threes.
I gave them all 3.5s.
Oh yeah, that's too high for you.
Yeah.
Every time you talk about them, you're like, I just don't like these movies.
Yeah, I don't want to watch them again.
Yeah.
Now that I finished them, I'm definitely going to bring them down. But 3, like the third act, is pretty fun. It's when there's like a big whirlpool in the middle.
Oh,
And there's
yeah,
like
yeah,
2
yeah.
ships and they're like fighting. That's pretty fun, I guess. But 3 is so long, and nothing happens until like the big final battle at the
Yeah.
end. Like it's so boring. So, not huge on Pirates of the Caribbean, which I feel like is a pretty uncommon take. I feel like those movies, everyone likes them. Like some people don't love Lord of the Rings because they're really long and like
Yeah.
they're slow build-ups. But it seems like everyone kind of loves Pirates of the Caribbean.
I would say like I don't feel the same way you do, where it's like I never want to like I don't ever have a drive to watch Pirates of the Caribbean. But if I was sitting down and someone played Pirates of the Caribbean, I'd watch it.
What's so weird though is I crave a pirate movie. Like, I
was
really
just about
want
to
Robert
say-
Eggers to make a pirate movie.
Dude, I was just about to say like having a real pirate movie where you do like you try to like show like genuine like naval battles and stuff.
Yeah.
So cool.
Like I love ships and I like movies that take place on like boats and stuff like The Perfect Storm and
Ghost Ship.
yeah, Ghost Ship. Yeah. I think isn't Das Boot?
Das Boot. Yeah.
Yeah. And The Hunt for Red October, isn't that in like a
I believe so.
tank?
I haven't seen
Not
it.
a tank,
sub.
submarine.
Yeah.
I love shit like that. There's a movie coming out soon with Woody Harrelson in it that's like supposed to be a dumb like survival movie, but I'm gonna watch it because it takes place on a boat.
Hell yeah.
I think it's similar to like actually I don't even know. It's like a survival movie where people get trapped underwater, I think. But that's my shit. Anyways, you would think I would love Pirates of the Caribbean because that's like that setting is really cool to me.
Yeah.
But like I was really excited for Voyage on the last Voyage of the Demeter.
I was too, yeah.
It didn't end up being very good, but that setting is really cool.
Yeah.
But they just didn't really do anything with the story in these movies for me. But that's just my opinion.
It's just what happens sometimes, dude.
Yep. Then I watched Den of Thieves.
Ooh, I also watched it.
And I told Carl to watch it.
So we can talk about it together.
Yeah. I watched it because the second one came out, and people said the second one was good. And I was like, well, holy shit. Let me watch the first one.
Yeah.
And I enjoyed it. I thought it was like, it's kind of like Heat for idiots.
Yeah, I agree with that. the problem I have is like, I feel like the heist genre has gotten so like somewhat formulaic a little bit. And like these guys very clearly have very high-end equipment, and there's no explanation as to how they have this high-end equipment, because like 50 Cent and the other guy are like working out in a cluttered small garage together. And I'm like, how do you afford all this, dude?
I don't even think about stuff like that.
I do when they get to be like, when it's crazy levels of stuff. Like they were like, we're just gonna turn an EMP on. I was like, how the fuck did you get an EMP? That's like, if you got fully automatic rifles, whatever, black market. You know,
I think you're just too much of a nerd about guns and stuff.
No, it's not like the guns. Like an EMP is like a device.
Yeah, but that's like weaponry. Like that's like
I guess
that's
I
like
don't know.
still in the wheelhouse of guns.
But there is a little bit of that of like, this is getting to be a little too extreme. Like you're busting out like Simtex and shit. But
I want it to be. I'm watching a dumb movie. I want it to be dumb.
well, I want there to be like characterization that like explains like what's going on. Like I know they all have military backgrounds, so like maybe they have some kind of connect, and we get to see that a little bit, but we don't. They just have all this really nice shit. The best part of the movie though, Gerard fucking Butler. He is crazy, dude.
I love Gerard Butler in this movie.
Yeah.
He's an unhinged psycho.
Yeah.
He's the worst person that's ever been in a movie. Like, he's an absolute scumbag. He like cheats on his wife and like sleeps with a hooker and just
For no
he's-
reason. Like
Yeah.
I don't know what he like when he wakes up in the hotel room, I was like, why did you do this?
Yeah.
Why are you doing this right now?
Yeah.
You and your boys just all hard in the room?
Yeah.
That's not intimidating. Take him to like a warehouse or something.
Yeah.
You show him ass and tits the first time he wakes up.
Yeah.
And one of the very first things he says to Ice Cube's son is, I'd fuck you. Kidding.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah.
He's a crazy man. It also has Cheddar Bob in it.
Dude, yeah. I noticed
That's
that.
awesome.
You
know what I think of that? Awesome sauce.
Dude, I'm getting ahead of myself, but I also watched a movie. There's a movie on my watch list with Cheddar Bob in it, and his character name in the movie is Bob.
Oh my god.
So it's
They
really
knew.
it's a prequel to 8 Mile.
Yeah, it's a spinoff.
Yeah.
Yeah. This I thought Den of Thieves was a lot of fun. If you know what you're getting into and you just want like a dumb dad movie,
Yeah.
it's pretty awesome.
It is. I gave it a 3. I liked it.
I gave it a 3.5. I enjoyed it. Then some big time shit went down.
Dude, hit me.
I watched Mamma Mia.
Dude, I don't remember to put that on my watch list. Yeah, I didn't put it on my watch list.
I wonder how we could remedy this. You forgetting to put stuff on your watch list.
Well, you just take a second. It's on there now.
If only there were a way to keep track of what you watched without having to remember.
Well, let's talk about Mamma Mia, dude.
I just don't get how you know you're doing something wrong and you don't want to correct it at all.
It takes a lot, dude.
Takes a lot.
Yeah, it takes a lot to fix things.
You're doing more work.
By just not doing anything? How is that more work?
Putting stuff in your notes app is doing nothing.
I'm doing that because I'm doing the real reveal, so I just add it in there.
Yeah, but you forget stuff.
Yeah, but it's just Mamma Mia, so.
No, you forget stuff like every week.
Nah.
It happened last week. I knew something on your watch list that you didn't have because you forgot.
Well, Mamma Mia. My little man
fucking scumbag.
stumbled out of his room and he said, dude, you need to watch Mamma Mia. And I said, that sounds
No,
like
actually what happened, Carl, is I came out of my room and I said, hey, all you people. Hey, all you people. Hey, all you people, won't you listen to me?
Dude,
That's what happened.
you were singing you were like, please watch Mamma Mia. And I said,
I went
"That
out in the
sounds
living room and
horrible.
I said, rev up those fryers.
I said, that sounds horrible. I'm not going to watch that. And you were like, I thought so too, but it's really good. You were like, I just watched it. I'll watch it right now if you put it on. And
Yeah.
we watched it. We checked it
Yeah.
out.
I watched Mamma Mia on my own. Then I rented Mamma Mia 2. And then the next day I watched Mamma Mia again with Carl.
Yeah.
3 Mamma Mias in 2 days.
3 mamas.
That's a lot of Mamma Mias. But let me tell you, I had 2 thumbs up the whole time. I felt like fucking Batista coming out of the fucking WWE.
Hell yeah, dude.
Fucking
What was his thing? He did he do that.
yeah.
Oh no, he did the guns. The gun.
Yeah, he did the guns.
Yeah. The guns.
He had fucking oh, I keep thinking of Randy Orton's song. What's Batista's?
I don't remember what his song is, but I
Oh,
remember
come on.
I remember him having the fireworks synced up to him like pretending to shoot a machine gun, which was badass.
I have his song on my Hell Yeah playlist.
Of course you fucking do, dude.
Where is it?
Hell yeah, dude. Come on.
I walk for miles inside this pit of danger. That's
You got Triple H on there, dude?
I can't play the whole thing because of copyright. They'll
Yeah.
fuck me.
You got the game
They'll pull
on
my
there?
pants down and stick it in. So I gotta.
You just get a taste?
Yeah. So I had to do the
God.
rest a cappella. But
Yeah.
But yeah,
I appreciate you filling in the gaps. Dude.
I felt like fucking Batista watching Mamma Mia too.
That's what's going on in your head.
Yeah,
Watching a girl sing about her dad.
yeah.
Oh God.
Mamma Mia is awesome. It's a phenomenal picture. Back in the day, we used to make motion pictures. We used to really take care, craft meaningful cinema. Nowadays, you get all this slop. You get Captain America 4, you're getting Jurassic World, you're getting all this tomfoolery.
Yeah. All this hoopla.
This is fucking movies. This is fucking cinema, all right? Listen to me. Listen to what I'm telling you. This isn't a game.
What did you want to give in Mamma Mia?
The fuck do you think I gave it?
There's no way you did the full 5.
I didn't.
Okay.
I did. I gave it a 4.5.
Okay, good.
Mamma Mia is a magnificent film. Call me crazy. I know it's crazy.
Yeah.
Fucking lock me up. Send me to jail. Throw away the key. I love it. It's a awesome film about a girl who's getting married and she never met her father. Mm-hmm. So she reads her mom's diary and finds out the 3 guys that her mom slept with because she was getting crazy.
Yeah.
And invited all 3 of them to her wedding. And then she said, well, one of them's my dad. And then she was like, well, we'll figure it out when they get here. And then a bunch of shenanigans ensues.
Yeah.
And it's awesome. And you listen to all these ABBA songs and you have a great time. And then fucking Colin Firth shows up. And then fucking Pierce Brosnan shows up. And then Stellan Skarsgård shows up. You're like, this is a party.
Yeah.
There's a party, and it's not only in my pants. It's also on the screen.
Yeah. Stellan showing up and swashbuckling off of a pier onto a boat
Yeah.
was the funniest part of the entire movie.
Yep.
That was hilarious.
Yep. It's just a super feel-good, fun movie. Like,
Yeah.
you can put it on anytime and just be happy. I was thinking about why I like Mamma Mia so much, and I think, I'm beginning to realize I like musicals.
I'd say so, dude. Every musical you see,
I'm starting to get a whiff that I may be fond of musicals.
I'm starting to think I like the musicals.
That's part of it. But B, Mamma Mia, every single character in the movie is just super wholesome and fun. Mm-hmm. There's no bad character. There's no villain. There's no person with like an ounce of bad intentions in Mamma Mia. It's just a bunch of people having fun, trying to be good people together.
Well, I wouldn't say no one has an ounce of bad intentions.
Who?
Colin's character. He came there to fuck ass.
That's the best intention there is.
He didn't come there for that little girl, dude. He came there to fuck ass, and he knew what he was doing.
Don't spoil the reveal, Carl.
I didn't say whose ass. I'm just saying that's what he had.
He did come to fuck ass.
He had ass on his mind, dude. He was
Harry
there to
headbanger.
get hard.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my guy right there.
I will say I did not like Mamma Mia as much as you. I
expect, when you show something good to someone who has shit for brains, you sort of expect them to be you expect there to be a disconnect.
It's like when you show a gorilla a mirror and he doesn't know what to do.
Yeah. Yeah, then you start spinning around in a circle because he doesn't know what he's seeing.
That's what I was doing on the couch. Yeah. What the fuck am I looking at, dude?
I looked over at you and you had completely turned around. You were looking at the wall.
Yeah, dude, I was just fucking Blair Witching it over there.
You were just standing in the corner.
So confused by the level of greatness I was watching. No,
Yeah.
I gave it a 3.
That's crazy.
But honestly,
You're a real problem.
honestly, I have pondered lowering it because I would, and nothing like filmmaking wise about it would make it this way, but it's just I would never watch it again. I don't care enough about it to like I didn't really think about it afterwards. I just watched
Doesn't
it.
make sense to me.
It was fine, and then I like moved on with my life.
This isn't adding up. 'Cause you liked Wicked.
I did like Wicked, yeah. I was more invested in the plot of Wicked. And the characters. I don't remember any of the names of the characters except for one in Mamma Mia. Well, I remember Mamma Mia's name and Sky.
Because that's a weird name.
Well, because he's a hot gay man. That's
Yeah.
why.
No, you got Sky. You got. You said you remember the mom's name. I'm actually.
No, that was a joke. I said
Having
I remember
trouble.
Mamma Mia.
Oh,
But I don't
Oh,
remember.
that was a joke.
Yeah, I don't.
I
remember
know. I know. Harry Headbanger. I know Bill, and Bill is Stellan. Harry is Colin Firth, and Pierce Brosnan is Sam.
Do you remember
Carmichael.
the main girl's name?
Sophie. Sophie.
I don't know if that's right, but
It is right.
Okay.
No, it is right. I'm telling you. I've seen 3 Mamma Mia movies in a span of 24 hours. It's right.
Okay.
Because then there's a scene where Bill is talking about his aunt, who's named Sophia.
Oh.
She was like, I was named after Sophia. Sophie. That's what happened.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, how did you feel about 2, the sequel?
I wasn't huge on 2. I didn't like it very much.
Oh.
It's mainly a prequel. It's mainly showing Mamma Mia hooking up with the 3 guys.
You get to see 3 men have sex?
No.
Damn.
She does them one at a time. Yeah.
Gay, dude.
Yeah.
That's so gay.
And I just didn't really like the songs very much, and just like wasn't really that into it. It's not bad, so I still gave it a 3, but I wouldn't watch it again. I don't think,
Yeah.
unless I was doing a Mamma Mia marathon, of course. Then
Then you have to watch it again.
Yeah, but I'm still waiting on Mamma Mia 3.
Yeah, they have to complete the trilogy.
Where is it?
Yeah.
You do have to complete the trilogy.
Where would you take Mamma Mia 3? So you have 2, 2 is a prequel, Mamma Mia, the masterpiece, and then now you have 3.
Well, in Mamma Mia 2, Sophie has a kid. So maybe you have like a birthday party for the kid. And then you invite him to meet his grandpas. You invite Harry, Sam, and Bill. They come back. You dance to a bunch of fun music. The kids are running around being rascals. You tell old stories about back in the day.
Back in the day. That's sweet.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Maybe Colin brings his well, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to give away any spoilers.
Yeah, you don't want to spoil.
Yeah.
Don't fucking spoil Mamma Mia.
Everyone go watch Mamma Mia, dude.
Yeah.
How you feel about 2 is how I feel about 1.
Yeah, I was thinking that. But I would never move 2 down to a negative score or even a average score. I would still keep it at a 3.
Yeah, I mean I didn't do it, but like I have like the more that I'm like, Mom, I did watch that movie. I'm like, I don't care about it.
You disappoint me.
I did. I wanted to like it. I wanted to say that I like Mamma Mia. That'd be cool.
That would be cool. If only you were more like me. That'd be awesome. Next up is this. This watch us is so fucking long. Next up, I watched Star Wars: The Force Awakens.
Yeah, I think I wandered in while this was happening, and now I need an explanation on why you did this.
Okay. First of all, you don't know what you're talking about.
I didn't say. I just want to know why you decided to watch the Star Wars movies. I didn't say anything. I said I need an explanation,
Okay.
and you said I don't
You
know what I'm
didn't
talking
walk in
about.
on me watching this. Thank you very much.
I said I thought I stumbled in on this, and I just want to know what's
But
going on.
that's
You
just
keep trying to
you
tear
keep-
me down,
but
for just wanting to know
you're
what's
just-
going on.
You're
with
throwing
you.
around like this projection, like the Star Wars sequels are some pieces of shit.
I believe they are.
See, that's crazy.
But
see, I think listen, you listen fucking here. All right. I think that the Rise of Skywalker is a piece of shit.
We agree. We agree.
And I think that people discredit the whole trilogy because that movie is really bad. I think that's what happens. The first two movies are very fun movies to watch.
It's The Force Awakens. What's the one after that?
The Last Jedi.
The Last Jedi, and then the
Rise of Skywalker.
Okay.
Rise of Skywalker. Honestly, it's on my watch list, so I guess I'll just go ahead and talk about all of them. I don't think it's as bad as like it sometimes gets the reputation it has. Because I had it at like a 1 star on Letterboxd. It wasn't a log. It was just like when I got Letterboxd, I just gave it a 1. I was like, that movie sucked. And then I rewatched it, and I brought it up to a 2.5. So like I brought it up a significant amount. I still don't like it. I still think it's pretty bad. But I hate the prequels. I went on a Star Wars binge this past week, and I skipped the prequels. I find them unwatchable. And I'm not even saying that to be funny. I can't watch them.
No, like
I despise them.
anytime someone says they like the prequels, I think that they're joking with me.
Why?
Phantom
no,
Menace.
they just grew up with them. That's what it is. It's nostalgia.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
But Phantom Menace, you do have like the cute factor of what's that kid's name?
Jake Lloyd.
Jake Lloyd.
I
He is-
disagree, though. I know. Fuck him.
He's a sweet kid, but that movie sucks ass. I don't like anything about Phantom Menace except for 1 or 2 scenes. And when
That's
you only
that's
like,
their defense. When you talk to a prequel fan and you're like, they're boring. Like the movies are boring as shit, and they're like, but they have the best lightsaber fights. It's like, okay, so 2 minutes of them are good.
yeah.
Of a 2.5 hour movie.
The
2
coolest
minutes.
part about Phantom Menace was the poster of Jake Lloyd standing there.
That
and
is awesome.
casting the shadow of Darth Vader. That's
Well,
so
the fight
cool.
with Darth Maul at the end is cool.
Yeah, the Darth Maul fight
So you get one cool scene.
and like
Awesome.
the one pod racing fight. That's the only 2 scenes that ever.
Pod racing sucks. I hate that scene.
That's the only good thing I can come up with. It's
No, it's Darth Maul.
and racing.
You're being too nice. It's Darth Maul. That's the only.
but
good
even
scene.
at being nice, there's only 2 things that's good about it.
and that's 2 more things than Attack of the Clones has.
Yeah, Attack of the Clones actually has
0. Dude,
General Grievous is in it for 2 seconds.
I don't care. I could not give a fuck less.
Yeah, General Grievous. The design of him is really cool, but I think that like Star Wars like lore fans hate that depiction of General Grievous. He's actually like supposed to be a bigger threat, but they just kind of like just push him over.
He's like in one scene, isn't he?
Yeah,
Like they just go to some planet and he's just there.
yeah. So Attack of the Clones is actual garbage. Now, I do chip a different tune with Revenge of the Sith. I do like Revenge of the Sith,
I think.
but I am blinded by. I watched that with my dad. I like the volcano sequence. I remember liking the volcano sequence.
I just feel like you like the last 30 minutes. That's what people mean when they say they like Revenge of the Sith.
100% right. 100% right. But I will watch the movie for that last 30
Just
minutes.
for that.
Yeah. Well, I like seeing the Emperor like do like scummy stuff and the change in Anakin becoming evil. Really, the entire like prequels could have been done with just Revenge of the Sith. Like you didn't have to have
Yeah.
all the other stuff.
Yeah.
One movie sums up the arc of Anakin going to the dark side.
Yeah. It should have been one movie.
Yeah.
That could have been actually pretty awesome.
If you just did like Revenge of the Sith and had put all your eggs in that basket and made something really cool, it would have been
It really
awesome.
should have just been like a movie called like Darth Vader Origins or something.
Yeah.
Like that sounds kind of stupid and like now, but really when you think about it, it should have been one movie and it should have been called like it should have been marketed as the Darth Vader solo movie.
Yeah.
Not solo movie, but Origins.
Yeah, Phantom Menace just establishes Anakin getting taken by the Jedi. Attack of the Clones just establishes that Obi-Wan is training him, and then Revenge of the Sith is the actual transformation.
Yeah.
You don't need the other shit.
Yeah.
They could have been done in like a couple scenes here and there.
Yep.
So, yeah, the prequels are actually bad, and I do like Revenge of the Sith. That's my own thing, but they're not good movies.
Yeah. Anytime someone defends the prequels, I ask them, did you watch them as a kid? And 95% of the time, it's yes. Which, like, I'm not going to argue with you. That's great. If you grew up with them, sure.
Yeah, if
I
you
grew
have
up with
something
Barnyard.
special,
We
then,
all
like-
have our things.
Barnyard's actually good, though.
It is. It's better than the prequels.
Yeah, it is.
It's easily better than the...
Yeah.
Does the prequels have Biggie Cheese?
Negative.
Last time I checked, that's a negatory. That's not what happened.
Yeah.
Maybe my DVD copy is different.
Yeah, you need to get the director's cut.
Yeah.
It's all Biggie Cheese scenes.
Now, if the
that got
prequels
cut.
had Biggie Cheese, now we're cooking with grease.
Singing Mr. Boombastic. Oh, God.
Instead of Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan walking in to fight Darth Maul, they walk in and it's Biggie Cheese.
Just
and then
standing
he
there.
drops his boombox.
Oh my-
Mr. Bombastic. That'd be awesome.
Maul would not know what hit him, dude. He'd be
Star
done for.
Wars if it was goaded.
Yeah. We're just doing fan
George Lucas if he knew how to make movies.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, so I skipped the prequels. I actually turned them on last night. I was going to bed and I was tired and I was like, okay, I'll put on the Phantom Menace because I'm going to bed anyways. So perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna fall asleep. And I got 10 minutes in and I was like, dude, even falling asleep to this just makes me angry. Like this movie,
You're laying in bed with your fist clenched. Like, God, do it.
dude. Like I was sitting there trying to get a good night's rest. And I hear fucking no, Misa, fucking
Oh, my God. I forgot
Yeah,
about that
dude.
fucking dork.
oh no, Misa, go with you, fucking. I'm gonna fucking punch something,
Yeah.
and it's not. And Jar Jar isn't even
I almost called him Dobby just now. To be completely
Star
honest.
Wars if it was
I
good.
was like, oh,
Dobby
that
in it.
fucking, and I was gonna say Dobby, but I was like, that dork.
Dude, imagine how good they'd be if it was Dobby instead.
Yeah, way better. If he just hovers a cake on top of people's heads instead of fucking around and being goddamn nothing, like the nothing character that he is.
Oh man, I hate Jar Jar just like everyone else, but he's not the reason that movie's bad. It's bad already.
Yeah,
And then they just threw that in.
it's
They
Jar
just-
Jar, and then nothing happens.
Yeah.
is what that movie is.
It's like if
Jar Jar people
it's like-
talking in the desert, and then one fight.
It's like if I put Jar Jar in the open house.
Yeah,
That's what the Phantom Menace is. Yeah, you can shit on him if you want, but he's not the problem.
yeah.
He's a problem. He's not the problem. So yeah, I skipped the prequels.
That's
I
like
can't do it.
being like, well, I have strep throat. Yeah, but you still have cancer, dude. You're still not gonna make it.
So yeah, I skipped the prequels. I can't do it.
Yeah,
I can't.
very wise indeed.
Yeah. So I started with the sequels. I was just in a mood for like some fun blockbusters, and they just kind of fit. I didn't start these like thinking I'm gonna go on a Star Wars binge. I just put on The Force Awakens because I was like I haven't seen it in a while, and I remember thinking it's fun. So I turned it on, and it's still fun. I still really enjoy this movie a lot. Looking back on it, like I gave it a 4. I think it's a good movie. It's a very easy movie to watch. But looking back on it, when I think about like if I got tasked with writing a Star Wars movie, like Episode 7, whatever it is, like this is not the direction I would have went.
Yeah,
Because like I was thinking about it, and there's just so much of like the old stuff that shows up, like from the old movies, It's like I would want to be kind of wanting to do something new than like on my own and not.
But I don't know how much control the filmmakers have over that.
Could be true.
Like, they have this property that continues to milk people's pockets. They know whatever they put out, people are going to fucking watch. They don't care. And, like, they know that they like the old shit. And that's what they did. And I think that's the reason why I am more critical to the sequels than you are. Because, like, I see a lot of potential with certain characters. Like, especially Kylo Ren. He's at a stage in his life, and he's doing this for, like... his motivation is different than anything we've ever seen. Knowing what happens in the other movies diminishes like any build-up in The Force Awakens for me, because I know this peters out into nothing. It's like the reason why, like, I go around saying I hate Game of Thrones. In reality, the show is good until like you realize it's going nowhere. They don't know what the fuck they're doing, and they just end the show, and it makes everything, all the cool stuff you've seen, less cool because it ends in disaster.
Well, I just don't watch movies like that. When I'm watching The Force Awakens, I'm not thinking about what happens after.
Yeah.
I'm just watching the movie.
Yeah.
So none of that stuff bothers me. But I think Kylo Ren's a fucking badass, and he's awesome, and he has a really cool voice and a cool lightsaber, and the fight in the woods is gnarly. And I just like part of the reason I can't watch the prequels is because I think they look so bad. They're using 2000 CGI for backgrounds, and it just looks like people standing in front of a green screen, and it looks like shit. And these movies, you might not like the stories, and I think there's some good ideas, and I think there's some bad ideas, and I don't like that there was no planned out arc for the 3 movies, so it was just like a tug of war between filmmakers.
Yeah.
And J.J. Abrams made Force Awakens, and then Rian Johnson took the baton and did something completely different, and then J.J. Abrams took the baton back and was like, well, fuck. He fucked me.
Yeah.
So now I gotta undo all this shit. So that's the main reason people don't like the sequels, is because there was a lack of a plan. But they still look really good to me. I think the movies still, even Rise of Skywalker, I think all the movies visually look really good.
Yeah.
And that's not something that's like a given. Like, there's a lot of Marvel movies and DC movies and a lot of big movies, Fast and Furious, that come out and they don't look good.
Yeah.
They visually look like shit. I think the Star Wars movies, even the bad ones, they look good.
No,
so
yeah,
visually,
I do
the
agree.
colors and the way they're shot just
Yeah.
are pleasant to look at. And I think Force Awakens is a lot of fun. And then The Last Jedi I also think is really good. I gave that a 4. So that's 2 back-to-back movies I've given a 4. And then the third one is the worst, and I only gave it a 2.5. So I feel like I'm slowly becoming a defender of the sequels, because that's higher than a lot of people have them.
Yeah.
The Last Jedi is very divisive. Some people think it's a masterpiece and like the best Star Wars movie, and some people think it's an abysmal dog shit piece of shit.
Yeah. I'd have to. So my brain's kind of foggy, but doesn't The Force Awakens end with her finding Luke?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he doesn't say anything. She just sees him,
Yeah,
and it ends.
yeah. So The Force Awakens, I thought that there was some really cool ideas. I still think that Rey is a very poorly written character. She's got a lot of stuff that she just knows and does without any kind of knowledge of like what's going on. And I think the wood sequence that you were talking about, that's when they're fighting in the snow, right?
Yeah.
That could be really cool, and it would have been a lot more like high stakes if she wasn't an expert sword fighter. Like Kylo Ren, he's a young Sith. He's unsure of himself, but he has been like fighting and doing stuff for a while. He's been training. He's been training his Force abilities. Rey is brand new and hasn't really touched a lightsaber before. I think if you had him, Kylo fighting like Finn and Rey at the same time, and like almost getting the upper hand before things split up, like, you know, you'd be more on the edge of your seat, like watching that. I know he does wind up beating Finn, which was an obvious thing, but they should have both been weaker, and it should have been like a 2-on-1 thing. And Kylo fucking banging his where he got shot to make himself mad to tap into the dark side.
Yeah.
Never seen that before in a Star Wars movie.
Yeah.
That was fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But him making decisions, like, I know they have him throw tantrums in the movie, and everyone makes fun of him for that. I do think it's a bad way to depict, like, his mindset, but he's trying to feed off of, like, rage and stuff. I think him just making, like, questionable decisions and not really knowing what to do fully is an interesting way to take his character of, like, he's trying to be this evil mastermind, but he's not quite there.
Well, I think it's cool because in the original Star Wars, we start with Darth Vader at just prime.
Yeah, he's gonna fuck you in
He's
the ass.
perfect. He's a perfect like he knows exactly what he's doing, and he's a perfect swordsman, and like he can just fuck you up and mentally and physically. And then Kylo Ren is like he has an arc. Like he's still becoming like. He doesn't really become Darth Vader, but he's still like trying to reach those heights.
It would be like if you like were fighting. It kind of takes you back to the Revenge of the Sith fight when you're fighting like Anakin transitioning instead of full blown Darth Vader. So like we saw a glimpse of it in Revenge of the Sith, but we never really got like a full movie exploring that era of like a Sith's life of like learning the dark side. And I thought Kylo Ren's design is really cool. I do like him better without the dress that he wears, but like he has like a skirt that attaches to his pants. Maybe get rid of that. Just give him pants.
I think it's fun.
But he looks fucking cool. His mask is cool as shit. I like his sword. I know people are like sword experts are like that's so impractical. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't care at all.
Cares?
It looks awesome.
This Star Wars movie is impractical.
Yeah, dude, kiss my ass. It works off of
Your
crystal.
laser guns aren't realistic. Fucking Gulp Shido doesn't look like a real human.
But yeah, I think Kylo's character in The Force Awakens is really interesting, and then Rey's was lacking a lot, and I also liked Finn's character. Like a deserter is a really cool idea.
Dude, they had gold with Finn in The Force Awakens.
Yeah,
And then they did nothing with him.
yeah,
He got shafted. In The Last Jedi, he just goes to Cantobite, the casino planet, and fucks off with Rose the whole movie. And then in The Rise of Skywalker, he does nothing. Like, they did not know what to do with him. And it sucks so much because in The Force Awakens, he's awesome. And it's this great idea of this stormtrooper that was, like, taken as a child and, like, raised to be a stormtrooper. And then he can't do it. So he abandons everything he knows and goes on the run and meets some rebels and, like, joins them. And he could have been, like, this great character that goes on to, like, form... Like, the way I see it is Rey would be the one that's, like, the hands-on Jedi that, like, you know, she's the badass that, like, 1v1s people.
yeah.
And then Finn is, like, just a human guy that goes and, like, gathers and is, like, a leader and, like, gathers people and, you know, orchestrates plans and shit like that.
Yeah, and that would have been a really cool obstacle to see him overcome because people look at him and they see a stormtrooper. They see the Empire. They don't see, you know, a guy trying to do the right thing. And the idea of doing a deserter is super cool. And I remember him first, like, on the ship and, like, deserting. Very high stakes, like, situation. Like, I was nervous. I was like, oh shit, he's gonna get caught. They're gonna kill him. Like, he's just a guy. So it was pretty intense. Him, like, escaping the ship. And then,
Dude, also in The Force Awakens...
I honestly don't remember what happens to him in any of the other movies.
Well, I just told you.
Oh, that was it?
He goes to the casino planet in The Last Jedi, and that's it. And then in The Rise of Skywalker, he's, like, part of the first half of Rise of Skywalker is a scavenger hunt, and he's just on the team doing that. And then he meets a new woman. They got rid of Rose in Rise of Skywalker and replaced him with another woman. And then that's it.
Yeah.
Like, they didn't do anything with him. And that sucks ass. And And the Rose character kind of just sucks in The Last Jedi. That wasn't necessary at all. That's what's like, they kept adding characters but not using the ones they already had that were good.
Yeah.
And I sort of disagree about Rey. Like, they did some things with her character that I didn't like, but I do like her as a character, and I don't get bothered too much by the Mary Sue complaints about she's too good at everything. I do think when it comes to fighting Kylo Ren, you should make the villains feel very powerful and like you're actually up against something, you know.
Especially in Awakens, like that was their first like sequence fighting. The very first time they meet, he captures her. He uses the stun lock, which is super cool ability. I don't think there's like really much of a fighting, but this is the first time that she's able to defend herself, and she's like actually defending herself. At least in the original movies, Darth Vader isn't like, you learn by the end, he's not really trying to kill Luke. Like he's eventually wants to like conquer him. Basically.
Yeah, well, he wants to turn him.
Exactly. So he's not trying to kill him. Like Kylo Ren's trying to fucking kill her at this point in the movie.
Well, I actually don't remember. I know at some point Snoke tells Kylo to capture her and bring her so they can turn her to the dark side.
Yeah.
I don't remember if he says that in Force Awakens, though. I don't know if it is in The Last Jedi.
I don't remember either. But either way, he did not seem like, they seemed evenly matched the very first time she's able to defend herself, which is crazy. And I do know there's like just a bunch of small stuff that they add in, especially when you get into the later movies when they start bringing in the old cast. Like she repairs the Millennium Falcon without ever being like, ever even seeing the ship before. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Han can't figure it out, and then she comes in and is like, oh, it was your harvester drive.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about?
The Millennium Falcon's one of the things that I was talking about where, like, I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah,
Like,
don't put it in the movie.
Like, she never gets her own ship. Like, they just use the Millennium Falcon the whole series.
Yeah, dude. She uses the Millennium Falcon. I'm pretty sure she uses Luke's lightsaber throughout the whole thing. Or once she gets it, doesn't she use Luke's lightsaber?
She uses Anakin's lightsaber.
You gotta give
For a while.
You gotta give characters their own shit. Kylo Ren is dripped out of his mind. Like that style, the fucking hilted lightsaber. Like that they made that for Kylo Ren. You gotta give fucking your main
That's
character.
the thing.
their
They didn't
own
really
swag.
give Rey anything like original.
Yeah.
And so many people wanted her to get the double-ended sword, the double-ended lightsaber, because she carries a staff.
Yeah.
Like, she's very good with her staff. So they were like, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
And in Colin Trevorrow's script, he was supposed to do the third movie, and then they scrapped him and went with J.J. Abrams again. But in his script, she got a double-ended lightsaber.
That would have been so
And
cool.
like that would have been it would be like Darth Maul, but for the light side. Like, that's really cool.
Yeah.
But I do like Rey as a character, and I like how she kept bringing up how she like never knew her parents, and it's something that really bothers her. And Kylo Ren's like, it doesn't matter. Like
Yeah.
it doesn't matter because he's very. That's why he ends up killing Snoke, is like he doesn't like people sort of turning him into something. Like, he wants to be his own person.
Which would have been really cool because they have the rule of two in Siths. Like, there can only be two Sith Lords at a time, a master and an apprentice. And like him killing Snoke is the first time you've had like just the like a Sith Lord like by himself. And you could kind of see him almost like go crazy, or kind of like the effects that would have on someone. But he immediately is like trying to get Rey to be his apprentice.
Yeah.
And then the love thing between them, like, no, don't like that.
Yeah, I don't like that either.
A lot of the stuff from Rise of Skywalker, I don't like at all.
Yeah. It's a lot of the stuff from Rise of Skywalker, and less from the
Does
other
she do the
two.
Force lightning in Rise of Skywalker?
No, because yeah, Rise of Skywalker.
That's crazy. Why did she do that? That's crazy.
Well, because she's a Palpatine.
Yeah, but Like, what does that mean?
It was an accident.
That's a Sith ability. That's not like a Palpatine ability.
I mean, he's the only person I've ever seen do that.
He is, but it's like there's certain abilities that only dark side people can use, and Sith or Force Lightning is one of them.
I don't know. I didn't fucking read the books. I don't know.
But it's like it's crazy.
Fucking now I lost my train of thought. You brought up the damn lightning.
I'm sorry. You said a lot of problems. Yeah.
Yeah, Kylo Ren. One thing that doesn't make sense is that this is probably really boring for people that don't like Star Wars, but fucking sorry, this week
on your list.
It's a lot of Star Wars this week. But his whole thing is like he doesn't really like anyone challenging him or telling him what to do. He kind of wants to be like the leader and make the decisions and be unchallenged. But then he tries to recruit Rey and like be partners.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you want someone like on your side that's like equal to, or could possibly like go past you?
Yeah.
If she's as good as you think she is, she's like a prodigy.
Yeah.
She's great at everything instantly. So she could end up being your boss. It's like, why would you want anyone on your side to do that?
And then in Sith's, like, the apprentice always kills the master, takes his place. That always happens. Mm-hmm. So if he doesn't like being told what to do, and she did say yes, eventually she'll be his apprentice, and then she's gonna kill him and take his place.
Yeah, and then in Rise of Skywalker, they do the thing where he turns good, and I just hate that. That's actually one of the things that people defend about that movie, is that like they think it completes his arc in a good way, like him turning good, and I just don't really like it.
No, I want him to go fully there.
Well, I think what I would want is the whole series. He's like mainly bad, but he has like a little flicker that like rises up every once in a while where he feels sort of bad. Like he hesitates a lot to kill Han, but he ends up doing it.
Yeah.
And I would sort of want him to be conflicted about it, but in the end, in the final movie, like I want him to fully commit to being the villain. And I thought it would be really cool if like Rey because Rey keeps trying to save him and bring him to the light side. And I thought it would be cool if she ends up getting killed by him because of it. And she is trying to save him, and then he ends up fully just like committing to the dark side and killing her.
Yeah.
And I thought that would be a cool ending.
Yeah.
Like sad.
I fully anticipate like Kylo Ren is going to be like the main villain in one of these movies. Like at some point we're going to see him snap. He's going to go fully there, and he's going to be the main villain that you have to take down. But instead we get Sidious again.
Yeah, that sucks ass.
Super smart decision.
Yeah. Also, isn't what they did with Kylo like sort of the same thing that happened with Darth Vader? Because in Return of the Jedi at the end, like Darth Vader tells Luke that he was right, and
yes,
like he basically turns good right at the last second.
It's exactly the same. Like Darth Vader becomes evil because he's trying to protect people, but Kylo Ren turns evil because of people rejecting him, and then they both become good at the last second and die.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
But there is something really cool that I did like in The Last Jedi, which is Rian Johnson introduced like the Force connection between Rey and Kylo, where they can like they'll like see each other in their own environments. And in The Last Jedi, they sort of tease it when Rey's in like this rainy environment, and then Kylo wipes his head and he has rain on his glove. Mm-hmm. And so then you're like, oh, they can like transfer objects through the Force, like transfer physical matter. And I was like, that's cool. And then in the in Rise of Skywalker, they're fighting, and Kylo doesn't know where she is. She's like hiding from him.
Yeah.
And then she's actually in his room, She's like in his suite. And then the Darth Vader mask falls down and he sees it. And then he's like, that's where you are. And then like jets back to base.
Yeah.
I was like, that's pretty cool.
That is cool because you see in the old movies that like they'll be like, I can sense he's here, I can sense him.
Yeah.
But you never get a visual storytelling of that.
I haven't felt this deviance in the Force since. And then he walks away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Why did he do that?
Oh no, but we get like calls that like they can feel shifts and differences. I don't really like transporting objects.
I think it's cool because then in Rise of Skywalker there's a cool moment where right at the end Rey transfers her lightsabers to Ben. That's pretty fucking cool.
I do remember that sequence, and I remember thinking it was cool, but
maybe I'm a pea brain, but I think it's pretty awesome.
No, I like when they use the Force
and I like
in,
introducing
cool,
new
ways.
powers.
Yeah,
and some people are like, "Well, why didn't they do that in Empire Strikes Back?"
They just couldn't do it, dude.
And
it's a magic.
At the 153 time code.
It's a magic fucking ability.
Yeah,
dude. I don't know. They weren't.
Maybe they didn't know they could.
Yeah.
I don't know. Fucking. Do you ever think of that?
Yeah.
You think they just know every single possible power they have?
Yeah.
Maybe there's just shit they don't know.
I like whenever you use the Force in cool ways. Like I liked the like Force stop, the time stop that Kylo Ren uses. I like that. That's really cool. And the effect of them like still kind of like shaking a little bit is really.
He's
cool.
like, I'm pretty sure it's the first movie where he like goes into people's heads to get information.
Yeah.
I don't think that was in any other Star Wars movie, unless it's in the prequels.
They do the Jedi mind trick where they just like, these are not the droids you're.
Oh yeah,
for.
but that's not what I'm talking about.
But you don't ever get like the extent that what he's doing.
Yeah, no, he's like, you have the map to Luke Skywalker in your head, so I'm gonna take it out of your head with the Force. Like that's crazy.
Yeah, so they
That's really
have
cool.
these enhanced versions of like what was established in the old movies, kind of.
Yeah,
which is cool.
Yeah. But no, I think Force Awakens and The Last Jedi are really good, fun movies. Like I have my flaws with them, but like they're still so much better than the prequels. Like not even the bad one, even Rise of Skywalker, I'd rather watch. I'd rather watch that than any of the prequels.
I'd put Sith above Rise of Skywalker.
I wouldn't. I would rather watch that. Like those prequels to me are
but
at least there's good acting.
Clones and Phantom, I'm definitely taking Rise over that.
At least Rise of Skywalker has good acting. That's one thing you can say about it. Even people that don't like it. That's a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I don't want to I'm sorry, I don't like Hayden Christensen as Anakin Skywalker. I think he's bad.
Hey.
I think he's bad. I don't like sand. Fucking.
I think he falls into it pretty good in third and Sith.
No, I think he's bad in everything. Like all the Star Wars movies. I'm sorry, I don't want to be mean. That's just how I feel. In his defense, everyone's bad in the prequels, so it's not really his fault.
No, I think it's just direction. Like they wanted that for some reason. I don't know. But anyway, Star Wars.
Yeah.
We gotta move on. You still have like 30 movies.
Yeah, sure do. Sure fucking do. But yeah, that whole trilogy, I defend it. I like it more than other people. I think they're a lot of fun.
I don't think any of them are a 4 for me, but I respect it.
You should rewatch them.
I might
see what you think about them. And then I watched the original trilogy, which this is when I realized, like, okay, I'm doing a Star Wars binge.
Okay.
I guess that's what I'm doing, because I hadn't seen them in a long time, and I've been kind of notoriously like not a huge Star Wars fan. We actually make jokes about how there's like 2 good ones out of 11.
Yeah.
I don't find that to be true anymore. The original 2 movies, the first 2 movies, they were fucking rad.
Yeah.
They're awesome. Those are fun movies.
Yeah.
And I think that's what connected with me this time is like, these aren't like close to my heart or anything. They're not like movies that move me emotionally or anything, but they're just so much fun. You can turn on Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back, just throw it on anytime, and it's just fun. It's just like a space adventure.
Yeah. It's A New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, and The Last Jedi.
No.
What is it?
Well, I don't call it A New Hope because that was a George Lucas after the fact renaming it
Oh, okay.
because he's an idiot. So I call it, so the movie's called Star Wars.
Yeah.
So it's Star Wars, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Star Wars is magnificent. The copy I have and the copy everyone has a bunch of bullshit that George Lucas added after the fact, like CGI, like the bad prequel CGI. It's that time period
Nice.
when that was the CGI at the time, and he added it into the old movies, and you can't watch them. You can't watch the old versions anymore.
Dang.
Like, I think you have to get a bootleg version of like the 1977 version, which fucking sucks because I hate what he added. Like, it's fucking horseshit. But yeah, I moved up Star Wars a lot. I think I had it at like a 3.5. I moved it up to a 4.5.
I think I've got Star Wars and Empire at 4s.
Yeah, I moved them both up to 4.5s, both of them. Those are really fun movies. And then Return of the Jedi, not as much for me. Not the biggest fan of Return of the Jedi. I still gave it a 3.5 because the Luke and Darth Vader stuff is awesome. Mm-hmm. But everything else, what the fuck? What the fuck was he thinking? It doesn't really feel like the end of a trilogy. I don't know much about the behind the scenes. I don't know if this was like intended to be the last movie of this
Or if
series,
they were going to get like another one.
or if it was like it's just the next installment, but it ended up not doing well, so they just stopped. Because it doesn't feel very like final or anything, other than Darth Vader dying. But you could still make more after that. But in terms of like the Han and Leia stuff with the Ewoks, it's like this. What the hell? I mean, in the first like 5 minutes, you're like, oh yeah, the Ewoks are cute. Like, this is fun. And then they stay there the whole movie.
Yeah.
They spend the whole movie there just trying to get a shield down. They're there. Not Luke. Fucking Han and Leia are on that planet with the Ewoks trying to get a shield down so they can destroy the Death Star again.
Yep.
That's it. They're trying to break into a Imperial base so they can get, like, why are 80% of our main characters on this side mission? That's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
Now Luke is a badass in Return of the Jedi, and that's awesome. But and the stuff with Vader's awesome. But it's like, wow, that's coming off Empire Strikes Back, where like everyone in the movie is doing something really interesting and entertaining, and then going to Return of the Jedi, like that's crazy town.
Yeah. I'm a slut for Vader. I think he's one of the best villains ever created. But the Ewoks, get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, the CGI also looks pretty bad in Return of the Jedi.
I think this original series I have 4, 3.5, and then The Force Awakens I have like a 3. Rise of Skywalker I have it like, I think I have it at a 2.5, maybe a 3, and then not Rise of Skywalker, The Last Jedi. Is that the second one in the series? I have that at like 2.5 or 3, and then Rise of Skywalker I have it like a 1.
I gave Return of the Jedi 3.5. Probably a little too nice, but I really did like the Luke and Vader stuff.
It's so cool, dude.
Yeah.
Vader's so awesome.
Yeah, so that carried it a lot. But easily the worst of the original trilogy.
Yeah.
Then I watched Rogue One, and it's good. I don't go crazy about it like some people do. It's a cool little spin-off movie, and it has some of the best, like one of the best It's in the fan service Hall of Fame for the final scene with Darth Vader.
Yeah, dude.
That is.
I watch that sometimes, just like
just YouTube it.
I'll go on my lunch break and just watch it and be like, I'm about to go fucking destroy some shit.
Yeah. It is weird that they didn't want Darth Vader to be a bigger part of that movie. Because he could have been. There's no reason. Like, it's made up. You can write it however you want to write it. He could have been the main villain. You could have made the movie with Darth Vader being the main villain.
Yeah.
Why didn't you do that?
God, I don't know.
That
sequence is so fucking...
I don't know, but that sequence is awesome.
Gets my penis hard. Dude.
Yeah, the characters aren't great. I think that's what holds it back. The characters are forgettable.
Yeah, they throw together this, like, ragtag band of people that, like, fight, but, like, I don't remember hardly any of them.
Yeah,
except for Donnie Yen being blind.
They're just not written with any depth, really. You don't know anything about, like, any of them.
Yeah.
So, then I watched Solo. I gave that a 3.5. I'm giving, like, everything a 3.5.
Oh, you were in a good mood.
Dude, Star Wars is, like, when you skip the prequels, they're just fun. They're just fun movies.
Maybe you watched the prequels, then you watched the other stuff, and you were so drawn down on the prequels that you hated everything.
No, what happened is, you know how they say that humans only use 10% of their brains? Mm-hmm. Once I skipped the prequels, it turned to 100%.
Oh,
I activated the other neurons in my brain, and I was like, everything is good now.
This is the missing
because I skipped the prequels. Yeah. Solo's just fun. It's just a fun adventure. I want Star Wars to be fun space adventures. I don't want fucking Congress meetings. I don't want to talk about trade routes. I want fun shit.
There is people that love that part of Star Wars, though.
And I will, what I'm about to talk about next sort of contradicts what I'm saying right now, but I want Star Wars to be fun. And that's what Solo is. It doesn't take itself too seriously. There's some dumb moments, like how he got his name. That's really stupid. But it's Han and Chewbacca just dicking around, going on heists for 2 hours.
Yeah.
This is awesome. What the hell? It's got a fun score. It's got Woody Harrelson in it. This is fun.
Yeah.
So I like Solo. Very fun movie. I don't know why they stopped doing spin-offs after that.
I don't think Solo was well received at all.
I don't think it was.
I think people hated
it. But it should have been.
Yeah. Well, it's like the problem is there's such a obscene Star Wars fan base.
Dude,
they're
rejects
just any kind of like, you have this projection of like Solo of what they think he should be. And if you do anything that's not that, they fucking cannibalize you.
Dude, it's like Star Wars fans cling on to the past. Like they want Luke Skywalker and Han and Leia. That's what they want. That's what they grew up with. That's what they want.
Yeah.
But if you give them that, they're like, but this isn't the same.
Yeah.
But if you do something completely different, they're like, but where's Luke and Han and Leia?
Yeah.
It's
that's
like,
why they'll never
there's no winning.
Yeah, that's why they'll never make like a Force Unleashed movie, because that's like a Elseworld story about like the most powerful fucking being ever, like fucking shit up. And the main guy's name is Star Killer.
That's awesome.
Come on.
Yeah.
Come on, dude.
So the Star Wars fan base is incredibly hard to please, but I think Solo is a lot of fun, and I think they're stupid.
Yeah.
And the last thing on my watch list, 2 hours later, is Andor.
You watched Andor?
I watched Andor. And I grinded the fuck out of it.
Dude, I had so many people tell me Andor was good, and I tried twice to watch the first episode. Snoozed both times.
Every time someone told me Andor was good, I said, ha. And then I went on with my day. It's like, I'm watching a 12 episode.
You hit one of these? Come on.
You want me to watch a 12 episode Star Wars show of a spin-off of a character from Rogue One that I don't even care about?
Yeah.
That's what you want me to do. And then I watched it. My buddy Alan's been just pecking at me like a Fucking, what's the bird?
A woodpecker.
A woodpecker. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's been pecking at my wood about watching Andor for a while now. And I said, okay, fine.
Yeah.
You got me. Fucking, you got me cornered. I'll watch it.
Yeah.
Boy.
Good?
Boy, is Andor good.
Oh my god.
It sounds crazy. I know it sounds crazy. But it is a magnificent show. It is... I finally get it. Like, I understand why everyone hypes it up. I was like, dude, it's... Because I never watched it because I was like, I don't really like Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
I already don't want to watch, like, Obi-Wan and stuff that seems a lot more fun.
Yeah.
And Andor is basically, like... First of all, I don't think Andor is the best title for what the show is. Because when you hear it's like, it's a spinoff of a character from Rogue One, you're like, I don't really care about that. But it's... like, he's sort of the center of the story, but it's not really about him. Like, it's a... To me, it's sort of like calling Game of Thrones, like, Jon Snow.
Oh, okay.
like-
All right.
Yeah, he's sort of the main character, but there's so much other stuff going on
Yeah.
that it's like, that's not really why you're watching it. And it's just so cool, because what I hate about Star Wars is the constant need to, like, cling on to the past, cling on to Luke Skywalker, Han and Leia and Darth Vader and all the shit we already know. That's what I hated about Mandalorian Season 2, when Luke shows up and it's like, okay, you couldn't have a good show on your own, so you just called in Luke Skywalker.
Yeah.
And that's the stuff I hate about Star Wars. And in Andor, there's no Jedi, there's no Sith, no one mentions the Force. No, none of that shit is brought up. This is just people living in the it's a political thriller that just takes place in Star Wars.
That's awesome.
It's humans just... It's sort of like the forming of... You see, I don't know the Star Wars lore very well, so I don't know when the rebellion started. But to me, I took this show as it's sort of like the beginning of the rebellion against the Empire. Because it's 5 years before Rogue One.
Okay.
And Rogue One is like the beginning of the rebellion to me.
Yeah.
Like, that's sort of how I take it. I don't know the lore. It could go back thousands of years. I don't know. But it's showing, like, how Andor got to where he was in Rogue One. Mm-hmm. And what the show does, it's really cool, is it's like 3 or 4 little mini arcs. Because you see Andor, you see 12 episodes, and you're like, good grief. Like, that's a lot of episodes for, like, a spin-off show. And they're all 40 minutes. They're not, like, 25 minutes. They're 40-minute, 12 episodes. And every 3 episodes, it sort of changes to something different.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the first 3 episodes is one story, and then the next 3 episodes, it's not like an anthology, because it's all linear, and it all connects. But it's like different segments.
Yeah, the focus is shifted.
Right. Because I don't want to spoil what the arcs are, because I want you to watch it. But it's like constantly changing, so it never gets stale. And you never get bored watching it. Because it sort of feels like there's a finale every 3 episodes. Instead of waiting 12 episodes for one big finale, it's like 3 episodes, and then there's like this big episode where this little small arc gets completed, and then it goes on to the next thing that's also super interesting. And then that has a payoff after 3 episodes.
Yeah.
And then they all connect, and it's not just like random bullshit. And all the other storylines, like you're following people that work for the Empire that are trying to track down Andor. And the cast is great. I don't want to spoil the cast. I don't think you know who's in it.
No.
Yeah, so I want you to just watch it and be like, oh shit, he's in it.
Yeah.
But dude, it's so well written. The characters are so fleshed out. These people are not good people really at all, but you care about them a lot. You care about what happens to them. And it looks great. Like, visually, you can't see an ounce of green screen. There's a section, one of the arcs, it's like, it takes place like where Lord of the Rings was filmed, basically. I don't know where,
Holy shit!
But it's like they're in these like mountains, like these green mountains with mist and everything, and it just looks gorgeous.
Hell yeah!
And the score's great. Like, I can't say like anything negative about Andor. Like, I think it's. There's a lot of people that say it's the best Star Wars project since Empire Strikes Back, and I might agree. I think I might agree, and I actually like a lot of Star Wars projects since then.
Yeah, I watched like I was into Mandalorian season 1. I know it like had its faults. Wasn't like the best thing ever, but I really liked season 1, and I was like, they were gonna do season 2, and I was like, maybe I'll check out Andor. And then season 2 came out in The Mandalorian, and I was like, maybe they still don't know what they're doing, and I'm not gonna watch it now.
Yeah. Mandalorian just kept going in circles.
Yeah.
Like there was no real like plot or anything. It was just like Monster of the Week. It was like he would just go on missions. Every episode was a new mission.
It felt, it's
like Star Trek.
There was a good amount of, well, there wasn't like an overarching like this is what the season's trying to accomplish, but they would do filler episodes that were Monster of the Week, which I don't mind. Like, I don't mind episodic shows. Like I'm fine with that, but the overall plot was always like hinted at, and I don't think you can do both where it's like episodic and having an overarching narrative.
Yeah.
Because then you're always going to want to get back to that overarching narrative, like get back to base.
Yeah.
Get this done. Unless it's just a really, really good show. But I liked The Mandalorian, and I was like, okay, where they're starting to explore just new cool characters, and then season 2 wasn't very, very good. And then I was like, I'm just done with the Star Wars shows.
Yeah. That's how I was. I was like, I'm not watching. We watched like a couple episodes of Obi-Wan, and we were like, this kind of sucks.
I think we just fast forwarded to anything that involved Vader. That's what I did.
Yeah, we did.
I was like,
but we tried to watch the first episode, and as a whole, and we were like,
yeah, it's just bad.
Good. Yeah.
Give me anything involving Vader.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
But you have to watch Andor, though. Like, I know it sounds crazy. When that was announced, I was like, they're making a fucking show about that guy? But it is like, I've thought about rewatching it.
Oh my
That's
god.
That's how much I like it.
Maybe I'll do a Rogue One and then roll straight into it. Or
You
do I
don't-
need Rogue One?
Well, Rogue One comes after Andor.
oh, okay. So
You don't even have to rewatch it.
I might just give it the old what for then.
Yeah. And that's the thing about Andor is that, like, since there's no Jedi, no Sith, no references to really anything, you kind of don't need to know shit about Star Wars to watch it.
Yeah.
As long as you know the Empire is bad, you're good. Like, you can watch it. Like that's pretty much it. So that's what's so cool about it, is it's not like watch these 5 shows beforehand and then you can understand it. It's like anyone can watch it. So yeah, that was my big revelation of the week, was like, holy shit, Andor is insanely good.
Yeah.
I think it's as good, if not better, than The Penguin.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Is this the reveal that you secretly love musicals and Star Wars?
I don't know. I've been thinking about that. Like, I've always kind of said I don't like Star Wars, but now that I'm watching them all and skipping the prequels,
The prequels tear
I
you down, dude.
I don't have a negative score of any Star Wars project other than the prequels.
Yeah,
They're all positive.
I feel like your Rise of Skywalker thing is a little nuts.
No,
Put it at 2.5.
I don't hate watching it. There's so much shit that comes up, and I'm like, but it's still like a decent time, in like a Godzilla X Kong kind of way.
Yeah, but I don't have like super high expectations for like a Godzilla X Kong. Like,
Well, my expectations don't change my score.
It does for me a little bit.
How?
Like when you go from like imagine watching Dune and then Dune 2 was just an average movie.
I wouldn't give it a 1 because it's an average movie.
But I would be a lot harder on it, that like you had all this build up, you had all this characterization, like a pretty clear path to go forward, and then you decided fuck that.
Well,
I'm
it would be
doing something else.
disappointing, but it wouldn't change my score.
that affects my viewing of the movie, which would affect my score. I wouldn't sit there and be like, yeah, like Dune 1, I have it a 5-star. It's incredible. I love all this stuff. And then Dune 2, like, didn't do anything with the main characterization. They just sat around the sand and told campfire stories. But it was well done, so I'm going to give it like a 2.5. I'd be like, no, that fucking blew ass.
Well, you said... Well, now you're saying it blows ass.
I'm saying, like, I wouldn't be, like, objective about it. Like, that would play into my score if the first movie, like, built up all this stuff and then the second one was garbage. Or not garbage, but, like, if it was just average.
Yeah, see, that's where you said average and then you said blue ass, so it was two different things.
If I watch, like, if I went to the Batman 2 and it was just an average movie, I'd be pissed off.
Yeah, I'd be pissed off, but it would still be the same score.
I would reflect it more negatively.
I would be upset that it was average, but it would still be whatever score it is.
No,
I wouldn't take off points because I was mad that it should have been better.
Oh, I would have.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
I would do that 100%.
All right.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think the Rise of Skywalker, like, when you... The Dune example is really good because you have all these characters that they're, like, planting seeds of, like, what they're to become. And you see this, like, future. You kind of see what's going to be coming next. They tease all this stuff. And then when you do not good stuff with that, weird stuff, like the love interest thing, the Force lightning, her being a Palpatine, you're like, dude, what the fuck were you thinking? This is all nuts. So that goes into my score. Like, when I see a cool path that you... Like, when you tease all this cool stuff and then I don't get it, that's points taken off in my head.
All right.
Are you done with your watch list?
I skipped over Wolfman.
Okay. We won't talk about Wolfman at the end.
We can just talk about it now.
Okay.
I don't have much to say.
I don't have much to say.
It was fun.
It's fine.
It was a little disappointing.
What'd you wind up giving it?
I gave it a 3. I don't know if that's too high.
No, three's about right.
Because, I don't know, man. I like Lee Winnell a lot. I was excited for it. Just, I don't know. There was something about it. It was just kind of dull.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some really cool ideas, and he's playing around with some cool stuff, but I feel like it just kind of didn't really hit the mark. Mm-hmm. It definitely didn't deliver like the expectation that I had, but I agree with like a 3. I think the idea of watching someone like slowly become a Wolfman is really cool, and there's certain POVs that you get that's really interesting. But overall, like, I told you about this in the car, but I feel like the main actress maybe kind of fell flat in certain sequences that could have built up their relationship, that would have amplified the stakes of the situation. But their starting position in the movie, I feel like, is kind of affecting it a little bit. But yeah,
I'm sort of conflicted on them going with the fly route, because it seems like a cool idea in theory, and then you see it happen, and you're like, this just isn't really that exciting.
Yeah, it kind of
like,
does.
how good would it have been if they just stuck to like traditional, like turned him into a werewolf?
Yeah,
like werewolf lore with like full moons and all that shit. Like, that might have been a lot cooler.
It almost falls into like the Joker problem, where like Joker's just taxi driver and Wolfman is just the fly.
Kinda.
And I think that Jeff Goldblum has insane charisma, and I'd rather just watch the fly.
Yeah, and this just wasn't. I mean, it's a horror movie, and it wasn't. I mean, saying it's not scary isn't really, like, nothing's really scary except for like Hereditary and Sinister. Like, no horror movie's really scary. There's like 3 to me. that are scary.
Yeah.
But there's also, like, this wasn't even close to being scary. Like, I could show this to my mom, and she probably wouldn't think it's scary.
Yeah, but there's horror movies like that I like.
Yeah, well, I mean, if they're really cool, like Malignant. Like, Malignant's not scary, but it's really cool.
Yeah.
But this isn't that. This is just kind of boring.
Yeah, I mean, I was locked in the whole time. I don't think I ever thought, like, man, I'd rather be doing something else. I was pretty focused, so it had my attention. But it was solid. I'd give it that. I thought it was solid. It was cool.
Yeah, disappointing for Lee.
Definitely disappointing.
But yeah, it's fine.
Yeah,
That's my watch list.
my watch list now. You fucking slut.
Yeah.
I have About Time on here.
Ooh, big money.
I know.
Big
Guess
money.
what happened? Told me to watch it. Guess what I did?
Watched it.
Fucking watched it.
That's crazy.
Unlike Mamma Mia, you were correct about this one. About Time is awesome. I was like, it starts out with like this monologue, and I was like, I don't know about this.
Yeah, I don't like that opening monologue too
Yeah,
much.
but my God, it's got a lot of heart, dude.
Dude, so you see what I'm saying now about like what the movie was really about?
Yeah.
Like the heart of the movie,
Yeah,
where it's sort of minor spoilers for About Time if you haven't seen it. Not really, but kind of. Where like based on the poster, you think it's mainly going to be about him and Rachel McAdams, but it was secretly about him and his dad the whole time.
yeah.
And that scene of them going on a walk, that just
I
got
teared
to
up,
me.
dude. I
That just
teared
got
up.
to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I thought about me and my dad
Yeah.
during that scene, and I was like, man, I'd love to go be a kid again.
Yeah.
Hang out with my dad.
No, it's and then like the whole idea of he's like, I can do this now, but now I just don't.
Yeah.
Like just live life to the fullest, enjoy every moment because you can't get it back. Like that's that's sweet.
such a great
it's wholesome.
message.
It made me feel good.
Yeah. See, and I compared it sort of like to It's a Wonderful Life.
Yeah.
Like how it makes you feel.
Yeah.
And God, that's a great movie.
Yeah.
And it's also like really fun and entertaining and funny. And when he had the interaction with Margot Robbie and he thought she was gay,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
like that, he kept redoing it.
Dude,
and
all of
kept fucking
his and like because he would be awkward and then he'd go back and like fix it.
Yeah.
And anytime he like she's like, "Do you want to rub lotion on my back?" and he freaks out. And
Yeah.
he goes back and he's like, just give us a second." And then he's like,
Yeah.
page 100, and then flips the page. That was fucking good. Like it is really funny.
Yeah, and he goes up to Mary, and he thinks she knows who he is, and she's like, "I don't know who you are," and he's like, "Oh fuck," and he's like, "Right," and like runs away.
Yeah.
Yeah, really, really funny, just easy to watch, like fun time,
Yeah.
but also sad sometimes. Just makes you feel good. Just
Yeah.
great wholesome
Yeah.
movie.
Really good stuff.
Yeah,
Rachel McAdams,
Awesome.
insane charisma, dude.
yeah, good looking woman. Hot
She's-
take.
Nothing but
attractive
nothing
woman.
but brave stuff here.
Yeah,
Yeah. No, Rachel McAdams. Come on.
yeah.
All right. The next thing on my watch list is All That Heaven Allows. I'd never heard of this before. I saw a copy of it.
That made two of us.
Oh yeah, I saw a copy of it at Edward McKay, and then I was like, "That looks cool," so I watched it. And it was solid. I gave it like I think I gave it a 3. You know, I didn't really have any expectations. It's just like a forbidden romance situation with like this lady falling in love with her gardener.
Classic.
Yeah, and dude, Rock Hudson's the gardener.
Don't know who that is.
I'd
Sounds
heard
cool, though.
I'd heard his name before. Like my grandparents would like say, or my mom would say something about him. That's a hot guy, dude.
Really?
I'm not fucking around here. That is a hot guy. Like you think about like the studs back in the day, and you're like, I mean, he's no Ryan Gosling. This guy, he's like 6'5", tall, dark, and handsome.
That's what I think about when I see Gene Kelly.
Who's Gene Kelly?
He's an old actor.
Oh.
He did Singing in the Rain.
Oh, yeah. Like, people were like, oh, he's hot.
Dude, he's so fucking good looking.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
But this guy, dude, if you get a chance, Google Rock Hudson, and you'll be rock hard, if you know what I mean.
Oh, no, I have to Google a hot guy? Darn.
But, no, it's good. Like, you know, she's trying to put everyone else ahead of herself, and it's atmospheric as
Oh, I know
hell.
this guy.
Yeah. I mean, look at that man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's what they were making like that way back, dude.
That's how I was supposed to look.
Yeah.
Something got fucked up along the way, but that's what I was designed to look like.
But dude, it's so he's like fixing up this old mill to be like his house, and there's like points where it's snowing, it's a blizzard outside, and the edges of the glass is all frosted and stuff. There's a
that's
frozen
nice.
lake, dude. Super atmospheric. But yeah, good little romance. Kept up the tone with Notting Hill.
I want to watch that.
That was good. That was good too. I mean, it's Natalie Portman and what's his name? Hugh Grant.
Natalie Portman?
Yeah.
Is that not Julie Roberts?
Oh, Julia Roberts. Yeah, sorry, not Natalie Portman. Julia Roberts and Hugh Grant, and you know, it's Hugh Grant's doing his typical like awkward humor stuff, and Julia Roberts is great. She's a great actress. Kind of what you would expect, little rom-com. You know, nothing too much there to really dig at, but I liked it. I had fun. I cannot say the same thing about the next movie on my list. So I kept getting recommended Letterboxd like top fours videos on YouTube, and I started adding like if there was like someone I liked and they had a top four and I hadn't heard of it, I just added it. One of them was a movie called Being There, and I fucking hated this movie. I am cheating a little bit because I didn't finish it.
Oh,
I turned it off and I said, "This is dog ass."
you scumbag.
I'm never. I gave it, I think, a star and a half because there is a
You
sequence.
rated it and you didn't finish it.
Dude, I'm not gonna finish this thing, dude.
So don't rate it.
It's too bad. Should have been better.
You're a scumbag.
Should have been better.
I hate people like you.
If I finished it, it'd probably be lower. So I'm really doing it a favor.
No.
But there is a sequence where a cool song plays, and that's the reason why it's a star and a half. It's basically Forrest Gump, but bad.
So Forrest Gump.
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I missed the mark somewhere, but it's about about a gardener again. There's
You
a
and
theme
your
here.
gardeners.
And like they describe him in the synopsis of the movie as being simple-minded. So I'll leave it at that.
Gotcha.
He's not all there.
We're talking Simple Jack.
Yeah, he's dressed as snazzy as hell though. He does have a great sense of fashion. But that's just a fucking nothing burger of a movie, dude. I don't have anything to say about it except that it sucked.
Okay.
But back on the wagon, right after that, hit you with Song of the Sea. Now that is a good fucking movie. I gave that a 4-star.
What is it?
It's an animated movie that's about... It's like Irish mythology, like Celtic mythology.
Oh, like St. Patrick's Day.
Kind of, yeah. It's about St. Patrick. No, it's Celtic mythology, and like they use the lore in this like kind of it's like a family drama, but they use the Irish lore to like tell the core story. But the reality is like something different. Like there's a character who the main villain is the Owl Witch, and she takes your emotions away and like turns you to stone. And it's like symbolic of the father in the movie not being there like emotionally due to some events that happen. But like that kind of stuff, like you see the reality, the real elements of like what's going on, but it's folded into this fairy tale narrative.
I hear you.
It's animated great. At first, I was kind of like unsure about the animation, but it's really, really pretty. The characters are great. Brendan Gleeson voices the father. He's fucking awesome.
Hell yeah.
Really, really liked it.
That's awesome.
I would recommend checking it out. After that, another recommendation from you. I watched Blue Jay.
Oh.
Yep,
Didn't know you watched that.
I did.
You like it?
I did.
Cute little movie.
It is. It is a really sweet movie. I like that it was in black and white. It looked really cool. I don't know like how to describe the like effect it had on the movie, but visually it was really cool.
Yeah. Like it doesn't even feel like you're watching a movie.
Yeah.
Just feels very natural.
I forgot the fucking main dude's name.
Mark Duplass.
Mark Duplass. Dude,
He's awesome.
I need him in more shit.
Yeah.
Sarah Paulson is great too, but they both just feel so natural, like talking to each other. Him saying, I haven't brushed my teeth, so I keep sucking my teeth as like the first thing, him being awkward and stuff.
Yeah.
Like it felt so good. And then their little relationship is like sweet and stuff. But,
Yeah.
Yeah. Really like Blue Jay. That was a good one.
Awesome.
Talked about Mamma Mia. The next thing was In a Valley of Violence. I really liked this one.
What is that?
It is a Western. And it is both... It's basically just John Wick. John Wick, but a Western.
Oh.
But also extremely funny. I think it's Ty West's best movie. I like it over X, Pearl, and Maxine
Told me
easily.
about this.
John Travolta's in it.
I'm in.
He is great in the movie.
Can't talk long. Gotta poo.
Yeah, he's a U.S. Marshal in the movie, and one of his deputies he calls Tubby. Everyone just calls him Tubby. There's so many hilarious sequences in it, and Ethan Hawke plays the main guy, and then another one of the like bad guys in the movie is the grown-up nerdy kid from It. I don't remember his name. That actor.
Finn Wolfhard.
No, he's the comedian, the nerd that was like Greywater.
Oh.
That kid, the grown-up guy that plays him.
Yeah.
He plays another bad guy, and he's really funny.
James Ransom.
Yeah, he's really funny, and some of it is like just some stuff I thought was funny is just like a product of the time, because there's a guy selling revolvers, and he's like, "I'll let you have these for just $30 a piece," and someone's like, "Do I look like I have $30?" But it's really good. John Travolta's good. Ethan Hawke is badass as hell.
Awesome. I mean,
So-
when is he not?
Yeah, dude, his voice when he gets low and like rough,
You're making me tingle.
dude, he pulls his gun on a priest, and what does he say? He said, "You keep it up, and you'll be meeting your God shortly."
Oh.
But he says like you'll be meeting your. Oh, he says it's so cool. I can't do it. I'm not that cool.
Yeah.
But Ethan Hawke is awesome,
Oh yeah.
and the lady that plays Nebula is in it. Karen Gillan.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, and it's dripped. There's like opening credits, like a
Ooh.
little sequence that plays like 007. It's fucking awesome. The music's awesome.
Gnarly.
Yeah, it's got sauce, dude. You need to check out In the Valley of Violence.
I put it on my watch list.
After that, another Western. I watched The Homesman. Tommy Lee Jones directed and starred him and Hilary Swank. This movie doesn't really have like a purpose. It's just kind of like shit's happening, and there's not really many arcs that occur. It's kind of like there is stuff happening, but there really isn't. Like it feels kind of like just like a slice of life movie, even though it's not. And I liked it. I would be hesitant to recommend it to certain people. Like, I don't think you would like it at all. But if you're really like Westerns, and Tommy Lee Jones does a great job directing, like, you know, the camera work and stuff is great. And I think the direction he takes things is good. But it was good.
All right.
After that, I watched Dead Man with Johnny Depp. Did not like this one. And I am very much alone on this. But there's a couple of sequences that are funny. Because Johnny Depp is kind of like... he feels like a fish out of water. Like, he goes across country for a job to, like, this western town. But he's very obviously... He's, like, from Ohio or something. And there's a sequence where a drunk guy pushes a girl down and he helps her up. And he says... I'm starting to be suspicious that man might be inebriated. And then they walk off. That was funny. And, like, one other thing I don't remember, but I tried to watch, like, analyze videos to get me to enjoy this movie more. But my God, if I just don't give a fuck about anything that goes on.
Is it mainly a comedy?
I don't know what it's supposed to be. Because there's 3 bad guys chasing Johnny Depp. And one of them is the really deep voice guy. I don't know his name, but he's one of the, like, crew members from Alien Resurrection. The main guy. He's the bad guy in The Crow, too.
I don't know.
Well, like, his character, and then there's an older guy. I'm pretty sure it's Bill from Kill Bill. And then another guy. Like, that little trio of bad guys is funny
David
together.
Carradine.
Yeah,
His name?
yeah, I think so. But they'll have funny sequences, but anything involving Johnny Depp is, like, played off as serious. So I don't know what the hell the movie's supposed to be. I watched analyze videos and people have theories about, like, what it's supposed to be. And I wanted to like it a lot, but no, dude.
I think you might not like Johnny Depp.
I love Johnny Depp.
I thought you didn't like Johnny Depp.
I didn't, because I believe the rumors that he was an asshole. Everyone went around saying he was an asshole.
Oh, well, that doesn't matter.
Well, I also didn't like him in a couple movies. He had, like, an Adrian Brody effect.
Well, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah. I had heard the rumors that he was he sucked, and then he was in bad movies that I didn't like, and I was like, well, he sucks. But he's a good guy, and he's charming, and when he's, like, I think when he's honed in, he's really good, because he's great as Jack Sparrow. He's really good in Black Mass. He's good in stuff. He's good in other
I'm
stuff.
sure he is
Yeah,
at some point.
He was in Nightmare on Elm Street. He's good in that.
Yeah, he is.
He's good in Crybaby.
Rango.
He's good in Rango.
I don't like Rango sucks, but he's good, I guess.
Rango doesn't suck.
It sucks ass.
But no, Dead Man, not a fan of it at all. And then the next thing I watched was A Simple Plan. I got these next few, I think, from Cody Leach. Yeah, the next two, Cody Leach did a video of off the shelves video of, like, movies that he bought. One of them was A Simple Plan. It was directed by Sam Raimi, starring Bill Paxton and Billy Bob Thornton. And it was really good. I liked it a lot. Gave it like a 3.5, just because there's certain elements I wasn't a fan of, and I feel like there was a climax that, like, I kind of knew was coming, so I braced myself for it instead of it being kind of like a shock situation. But it is a good movie. I like Bill Paxton a lot. Billy Bob plays another simple-minded guy in it. But it's just about Billy Bob, Bill Paxton are brothers, and then they have another friend, and they find a crashed plane with $4 million in it. And then malarkey ensues.
Yeah, tomfoolery.
Yeah. They get up to it.
Oh, yeah.
And then the last thing on my watch list is Breakdown, starring Kurt Russell.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dude, that movie was awesome.
I want to watch Breakdown.
I
That's my type of shit.
Yeah. There is some crazy action in Breakdown that it had no business having, dude. Like, they drive this Jeep Cherokee down like a ravine, and then it like crashes into a river, and like it's fucking crazy.
I need to watch Breakdown, and I need to watch Backdraft.
Yeah. I need to watch Backdraft too.
Is some man shit right there.
But Breakdown did like make me think that I might be like a little bit of a psycho. Because, you know, a situation happens and Kurt Russell's character is like, well, I know that you were a part of this. And this guy's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And he immediately is like second guessing himself. But I would have just been like, I'm going to beat the shit out of you until you admit that you were a part of this. That'd be my first instinct was I have to hurt you now.
Yeah. Pal, you're going to have a bad day.
Yeah, you're going to have some stuff's going up your ass if you don't start talking, dude. That's my first instinct. I was like, God.
I'm calling John Hamm if you don't get your shit together.
Go to town on your sack, dude.
Yeah.
Your pants are going to be on fire.
He's going to ravage your sack.
I'm going to call John Hamm, and you're going to have a bummer of a time, dude. No, Breakdown's awesome. You need to fucking get on that. I think you're going to like it.
Is it on anything?
Yeah, it's on... I think it's on Paramount.
Ooh. Let me see. It is on Paramount.
Yeah, I think you're going to really like Breakdown.
Now that my Star Wars binge is over.
Now, it's not going to be like a 5-star.
No way.
I don't want you to have false
Thanks
expectations.
For the preface.
And it is weird seeing Kurt Russell and like he's playing a normal guy in this. He's not the coolest guy ever. I mean, he is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yeah.
But like
I'm buying that.
You watch him as like Snake Plissken and stuff, and then he's wearing like khakis and a polo in this.
So he's Snake Plissken, but even cooler.
No, he's way cooler when he's got the fucking tank top on, dude. Tank top and the leather pants. Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna check that out. Sounds awesome.
Yeah.
And then the last thing I forgot to talk about was episode 1 of Severance.
Oh yeah, season 2.
If you guys don't watch Severance, naughty. You gotta get on it. It's the best shit in the world.
Yeah.
It is so fucking good. And season 2's off to a good start.
Yeah.
There's a lot of intrigue, Severance leaves you with a lot of questions. More questions than answers.
Yeah.
Just they throw a lot of shit in there that can like just they'll put shit in there and not explain it and leave you to theorize about it. So it's a great week to week show because you get to talk to people and be like, what do you think this was about?
Yeah.
And they're already back at it.
Yeah, they don't. And Logan showed me a like advertisement for it, and it was like the group in like a glass box like talking, but no one else could like hear anything. Like they were pretending.
Yeah, they went to Grand Central Station.
That's
set
so
up
cool.
A big cubicle.
That's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool,
dude. Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah. I was about to. I was gonna say something. This is fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, I didn't watch the trailer to season 2 because I didn't want to see anything.
Yeah.
And I was watching a review, and I forgot that people watch trailers. And then they were like, "But we know this happens because it was in the trailer." And I was like, "Oh fuck."
I didn't know there was a trailer for it.
Yeah, there's a trailer for everything.
Dang, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I just didn't watch it. I want to go in blind.
Yeah, no, I don't. I want the less you know about Severance going in, the better.
And there's like new actors that are coming in for this season that like are in the trailer, and I don't know about them.
Yeah.
Yet because I haven't watched the trailer. They probably announced it like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But I forgot all that, so I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'm excited to. We probably won't talk much about it on here until the season's over because I don't want to talk spoilers.
Yeah, I don't want to get into spoilers.
We'll do like at the end of every episode, we'll do spoilers, and it'll be like the last thing we talk about. So if people don't want to hear spoilers,
Yeah,
they
we can
just
do that.
Click off.
Yeah.
Maybe that's what we'll do.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll do that starting right now, and we're gonna talk about a theory, and then that'll be it.
Okay.
That'll be it. For
So
the episode.
spoilers
So if you
for
don't wanna, if you haven't watched Severance, thanks for listening.
yeah.
See you next week.
Yeah.
Salute.
Adios.
Yeah. See ya. But there's a lot of people that think that Helly, including Carl, because he said it while we were watching it, that Helly is actually Helena, and that she's impersonating Helly, and is actually a spy.
If that's a different person?
That's what you said during the episode.
No, I said I thought it was her Audi.
Who do you think Helena is?
I didn't know they had different names.
Yeah.
Oh, well, yeah, no, yeah, that's that is what I theorized, but I'm beginning to think I'm wrong. By the end of the episode, like I thought that initially, but by the end of the episode, I thought that I could be wrong.
But they put so many little details in there.
The big thing that they put is she lies. That's the big thing. And then she does act like a little weird toward Mark, but she's like,
She also didn't know how to turn on her computer.
oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah, everyone. It's a montage of like everyone clicking on their computer in a swift motion because they've done it 1,000 times.
Yeah.
And then she's like fumbling around and like can't find it.
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was starting to think that maybe she was lying because she might be like afraid or embarrassed about who her Audi is.
Yeah. But like, that also doesn't really make sense because they all know that she's not, like, they wouldn't blame her or like hold her accountable
but
for
like
that.
she could just be scared like herself.
Yeah. She could be scared of it, but I think like that's, if she thought about it for any amount of time, she'd be like, oh, well, like they know I have no control over
Yeah.
that. So
she's
wouldn't care.
if the theory is right, then she's been unsevered and is now just keeping tabs on the crew.
Yeah. And so I was thinking about like why. Also, Milchick said it's been 5 months, and a lot of people think that that's bullshit and that they're like making shit up. And you know, he gave Mark the newspaper and said that like their Audis are like heroes and
Yeah.
were like in the news. And a lot of people think that that's not true and that they're just telling the innies what they want to hear. And because the newspaper had like everything blacked out, and the picture looked like really photoshopped, and he said that it's been 5 months, but Milchick was still unboxing stuff in his office.
Ooh.
He was still unloading stuff.
Well, yes, but
Because if they got rid of Cobell, that would have been like 5 months ago. That would have been like pretty instantly after the thing. That's what you do is like when a big thing like that happens.
Yeah, they might have
instantly
halted
fire a
like
scapegoat.
they might have halted things though for like investigation purposes. Like, you know, we're not going to continue to perform in the severed wing because people have spoken out about atrocities. So they might have sent in like a cleanup crew to try and clean shit up. People might have been looking around, and they just now got the severed wing like back up and running. But no, I do think that the 5 months thing, them being viewed as heroes, I think that's all bullshit.
Yeah.
Because we haven't seen anything on the outside for that entire episode for a reason. I think.
I think that Lumen has their hands in like everything in the outside world, and they're trying to cover it up as much as they can. And I have a feeling that that they're not even there willingly. I feel like Lumen might be holding the Audis like almost hostage.
Like they grabbed them after season 1.
Yeah.
That's-
like they
yeah.
went and like found them and is like holding them captive, and like so the innies don't know, because once they go through the elevator, they're like they don't know what's going on.
Yeah, they think they're leaving, but they're actually like never.
Yeah.
leaving.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because there's also in the first season, like in the brother-in-law, he has a weird name. Rickon, in his book, he says that your company needs you more than you need them.
Yeah.
And I feel like that could be like foreshadowing, like Lumen. Because I think one thing I was thinking about is once this all got out, like the OTC thing happened, and Helly like shit talked Severance and said that their innies get shit on and everything, and Mark told his sister that they mistreat the innies there, so she's probably now talking about it. I feel like maybe around the world, like everyone started sort of boycotting Lumen and boycotting Severance, and so now Lumen's like really desperate to get people that will work for them. So they're having to like force people to work for them because they really need them, like the original crew. So I was thinking about that.
What do you think?
That's an option.
What do you think the point was of bringing Mark back without the crew? Like, what was their idea behind that?
Dude, I don't know. I really don't know. But I was listening to the Severance podcast with Ben Stiller and Adam Scott, and they said they just threw out the idea because they're not trying to, like, they know too much. They know what happens in the whole season.
Yeah.
So they can't really say, like, this is definitely the case. But Adam Scott said, well, something must have happened after Mark spoke into the speaker to the board. Because after he talked to the board, his coworkers came back. So it must have done something. So that could just be him, like, just throwing out a red herring.
Throw something at you, yeah.
Because he can't really say exactly what happened, but I kind of believe that he's kind of telling the truth there.
Yeah.
I really don't know,
Yeah,
what's going on with why they were replaced and then they instantly came back. I don't know.
Yeah.
We don't really have enough answers yet.
Very weird. But that one at the very beginning.
Oh, that was so cool.
Dude, come on.
Yeah, I was watching him Ben Stiller break down that shot because they had to use a lot of CGI for the walls. Because that crane that like moves around, like you know the camera move that they were doing with, like, it's like this mechanical crane that you like program to move a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's massive, so they can't fit it in that room. So they had to like do it sort of on a green screen and then like replace the surroundings with the room.
Yeah.
And then splice it in with footage, like real footage of the office. And it was like, it took 5 months, like off and on to do.
Crazy.
They said they viewed it as like this little like side project.
Yeah.
Like outside of the show, because it was like a completely different crew that was working on that versus working on the show, which it's just like spending so much time and effort on something that like is in the grand scheme of the season pretty insignificant. Like one shot, just a couple minutes, but
worth it, dude.
Worth it. Yeah.
I was coming.
Ben Stiller said it was mainly about like setting the tone for the season and like wanting to. It's been a long break since the first season and wanting to like come back with something really cool.
Yeah.
And I
Big Ben knows what he's doing, dude.
Yeah, he's a man. He's a man. Also, Milchick reading off that note was really funny.
Yeah, it was really funny. Milchick's really,
I love Milchick, dude.
I love him as a character. And then he can be like really menacing too.
Yeah. You can tell he's like really sensitive about, like, he doesn't like people being mean to him.
Yeah. Him dancing with the crew.
Yeah.
Come on.
Like, he works for this company that's like, he has to kind of be a dick, but he doesn't really want to. That's kind of how it comes across. But anyways, that's it for this episode. We'll talk about Severance again next week at the end. That'll be our little tradition, little treat, little cherry.
The new little little kiss goodnight for you.
Yeah. Maybe next week we'll hit some Defiant Jazz.
Ooh.
I don't know.
Come on.
I don't know, man. We do stuff here, you know.
We get it done.
But yeah. Sorry if this was a lackluster episode, just going over the watch list. But you know, it's January.
I think we killed it, dude.
Yeah. Maybe this week you'll grind Andor, and then we can talk about Andor.
Maybe. You need to watch Den of Thieves 2.
We do need to watch that.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got some things to watch. Got some things to fucking discuss here. But thank you for listening, and we'll see you next week on the Film School.